you always trust your first initial feeling? Only special knowledge. All true. There's believing. I turned around and the water was closing all around. All right, you know what, guys? I'm curious. Hold on, I'm gonna do a quick sound check. And the water. Oh, that sounds pretty good. Okay. Like the love that had finally found me. And I knew you with the girl made like a magnet to the sea. To the sea. To the sea. How the faces change, turning pages. I have changed, all but you. You remain ageless. I turn around and the world was closing all around. Like love, like love, like finally, finally found. And I knew drove me through the mountains. To the crystal like a clear water fountain. Drove me like a magnet to the sea. To the sea. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Oh, goodness. What's up, y'all? So I'm kind of far away from my phone. I don't know why my voice is so scruffy. Y'all can tell I've been over here asleep. I've been over here asleep hard. Oh man, when I got done earlier, I ate and I went to sleep. Uh, well, you know it's hard out here on the witch when she gotta make the money for the rent. It's hard out here on YouTube for witches, man, for real. Especially if you're fighting an entire political system. Like they dumped the whole goddamn right wing on me. I'm just a little old witch from Kansas City. Why they dumped the whole damn right wing on me? I told y'all it's because I was Bob Barker in my previous life. It's just one of those. It's a spirit thing. You know, it's like certain spirits that I have to like banish. But it's crazy because when you are dealing with discrimination and when you are dealing with certain ignorant people, and for me on YouTube, I'm going to maintain my stance. It's sad that I have to keep repeating myself over and over again because there's some people that are blockheads that just don't understand it. They're very confused when you have a voice. They're very confused about that. They just can't get it. They just don't get it and they can't get it. And it's very difficult, you know, which is why they ain't got no response for it. But unfortunately, you know, I damn near have to hoodoo my niggas in my life because of it. Because I ain't about to stop. I can't stop. I won't stop being who I am. If the world was fair, would us women have to fight against that? No, we wouldn't. We wouldn't have to say anything to people. But instead, because we got haters out there, I'm not going to let my haters take me down. Okay, I'm going to survive these YouTube streets. I'm not about to sit up here and have people making a fool out of me or creating lies around me. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to stand up because I enjoy what I do. I'm going to stand up because it's my right to do it. I shouldn't have to be judged just because some people are butthurt and don't know how to mind their own damn business. That ain't my fault. As a woman, I have the right to stand my ground. But you know, unfortunately, you know, the people in our lives, they get angry at us because we won't allow that. Why are they over here thumbs and down? I'm a little confused about why they're even still here. It's like these people don't know how to take a hint. You still here? I just noticed that y'all over here thumbs and down. Why are you here? If you don't like the content, what are you doing here? I just don't get it. They never stop. They don't. It's just constant. So y'all know I got a little nigga. It ain't Mike. It ain't who y'all think it is. I have a nigga. But what I noticed is that he kind of acts funny after I have to do my feminism thing. Hey, why don't you tell these people to have professional courtesy then? Why don't you go and write to the government and say, hey, why is it that they're see, to be honest with you, I keep my personal life away from YouTube because on YouTube you have people purposely discriminating against you, knowing damn well they wouldn't want that done to them. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. If half of the shit that happened to me happened to these people, they would have killed themselves a long ass time ago. They just would have committed suicide. I'm gonna keep it real with you because some people can dish it, but they can't take it. And the truth hurts a lot. The truth hurts, you know, and it's crazy because for some reason, just discussing that situation, just having, like in the year 2020, even having to have that conversation is a goddamn shame. For some reason, people think that you're talking to them and they get angry at you. It's like, well, I'm not talking about you, but for some reason, men don't know how to identify themselves separately from men. And that's stupid. As a man, you got to understand that a lot of the crap and a lot of the things that other men are expecting you to do, you can't do it. That's the same thing with women. I don't allow myself to be identified with every woman. I hear men talking about women all the time. I choose not to be insulted because I don't identify as that. I ain't butthurt about nothing. I'm good. I'm good on who I am. I'm good on how I am. I'm good on how I feel about myself. So we be over here lighting these candles and stuff, y'all. It's hard. It's hard on us witches because we're under such harsh judgment. Why? I don't know. It don't make no sense to me. Really doesn't. People want to act funny towards us, literally, because we're standing up for our rights, and it's sad, and if you a woman that's on that kind of shit, because like I said, I had a female hating on me, a couple of them, couple of females hating. I'm like, y'all just pathetic. I'm sorry, women that hate on another woman for earning her bread, you sick. You have a sick problem. You have a mental problem. If you're a woman that expects for a woman to not have sex with a man, so there's a woman following me around and she can't deal with her life unless she thinks that I don't have a man. It drives her crazy. And it's like, yeah, I do have one, and I will hoodoo his ass. For some reason, it was so weird, you guys. I've never, and that's how you can tell that these people are zombies. And they doing this gender switch shit for some reason. Every woman has the right to defend herself and her business. And if you are expecting her not to do it, then you're just a sore loser. Sore loser. A lot of these people are just sore losers. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit up here and lose shit. Why you think I survived? And, whether or not you think, I kept telling these people this is not a game. But, I'm going to be understood. I'm going to be heard. And whether or not you like it or not, I'm not going to give you the last word. My voice is going to reign supreme. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. It's really annoying that it's necessary to do that because there's so many men out there. It's like, you should be ready to literally decapitate anybody that does that to another woman. As a man, you should be on the side of the woman. If you're a man and you're not on my side, you're a sicko. You have a sick problem. You probably need mental help, mental evaluation if you're not on Jamila's side. Now, we all know there's a lot of men and women out there on my side. So I have my support. But that's crazy that any man would expect, like, to be honest with you, if you're a man and anything that I've done on YouTube bothers you to the capacity where you don't want to talk to me, fuck you. Because perhaps chivalry shouldn't have been killed. I have to fight on my own. I don't have a husband paying my bills. So I have the right to do that. Was that my choice? Absolutely. Is that my choice for the rest of my life? No. So it's like I said, I am a witch. And guess what we can do as witches, ladies? We can find love. We can find a man with a job that pays our bills. You always have the opportunity, witches, to find you a man with a little piece of job that can give you his money. And we will do love and lust spells to get what we want. Now, for me personally, I earn enough money for my family. I just sold a bunch of rituals this weekend. You know, if you're a man and you don't want a witch to do good, then we'll just hoodoo you. It's either submit or submit, one or the other. I think that men don't understand this, and it's okay because they got lied to by their buddies. When they realize that the woman is the one in control, it's totally astonishing to them. They can't understand it. You know what? We wouldn't need to have these conversations that push us away from each other if the world were more fair. Because to be honest with you, I don't even like discussing certain things because certain things that you can discuss is kind of like, and that's why those people do that. They want to bring those energies into your life. They want to bring that controversy into your life. And literally doing it to the capacity where they're trying to cause embarrassment. And I'm come on here and cut you down. You are always going to lose. That's why they're thumbs and down, because they're sore losers. I don't rate what the hell I say based upon thumbs up and thumbs down, even though we know that I'm 1,000,000%. I am 1,000,000,000,000% accurate with every goddamn thing that I have said. Did I say something that was wrong? Nope. But unfortunately, because of course we shouldn't have to discuss those things, of course. But as long as we have loser men running around here with no content on YouTube, women like me, and they don't know how to go away, they're still delusional. You saw them earlier. I was literally destroying their whole life, and they came in and said, "You just want to be with us." So we know that they retarded. Okay, we know that, and a lot of y'all out there that be watching me and y'all feeling me and y'all be buying my spells and stuff, y'all know that if it were necessary, I would have my blade or either my sword in my hand, and I would be ripping their souls out. People that do that. You good as long as you're not a man that's doing that. If you are a man that's trying to cause me to not have my prosperity and abundance, I'll just do a fucking hoodoo on you. Nobody's afraid of. Listen, I know how to deal with all levels of men. If I decide that I've got to come on here and check the shit out of somebody, that's what I'm going to do. I don't have to have respect for any man. I'm not forced to do that. And first of all, second of all, I'm not that kind of woman. I am not that kind of woman that goes around being submissive to every single man. If you're a woman, if you're a man that expects that, then maybe perhaps you're that type of man that doesn't mind having a threesome with a woman with a man. See, you're not my type. I want a man that I submit to, that literally, and it shouldn't be necessary for me to have to cuss nobody out, but unfortunately, because people ain't got no home training, Jamila got to come on here and cuss you out. So the simple equation would be for them to hold to put down their weapons, because I'm going to win every single time. I'm a winner. That's what I do. That would be just like me, an attorney, saying, "Oh, I'm going to give up this case, for the love of what? For the love of fucking ignorance and stupidity." Jamila's not going to do that. And it ain't about winning. It's about doing the right thing. I'm sorry. It's about doing the right thing. So, you got people out here that are really honestly that ignorant. Seriously, it's ignorance. And so when I come on here and I destroy somebody, why are you feeling the funk because of it? Whose side are you on? Either you are on the side of the woman or you're not. Either you're with me or you're against me. I really don't give a fuck, to be honest with you. Some of y'all that there's people in my life that I regret that me and you can't see eye to eye. But you think I'm about to give up millions of dollars for that shit? Like, a lot of these people be coming around here talking about, I have power and control. She loves me. I will throw your ass in a burning garbage can for my millions. You can kiss my ass and deuces. Hey, you try to stand in the way, I'ma shoot you. There should be no reason why anybody should have to give up, sacrifice, not have none of that for you. So I'm going to come out here and I'm going to fight for what's mine. Now, for me personally, I kind of like doing, and because men will say, oh, she's disrespectful to men. I'm disrespectful to a lot of people. Yeah, I'm not disrespectful to you. I'm more disrespectful to those people. I don't have to respect those people. And if you tell me that I have to, I'm going to cut you down. So seriously, if I were dependent on a man paying my bills, boy, I'd have to do love spells every day. I just have to seduce him because if you realize that a lot of this conversation that we've been having has been totally unnecessary and is at the bequest of a fucking dusty poor person that's angry and jealous of Jamila, you think I'm gonna give up my life? You think I'm gonna give up any amount of my money, not a penny, not a goddamn dime? I'm out here collecting. I'm sucking up all my pennies, all my coins. Are you fucking kidding me? No, I ain't gonna give them nothing. I ain't gonna give shit to nobody. Was it given to me? No, I had to earn it. So I ain't about to sit up here and build myself up and then have some dusty, half dead bitch come in and try to steal my shine. I'm not about to do that. I will burn all of you alive. If you ever expect me to bow down to a female, like I will bow to my husband, to my man that I'm in love with. But if you expecting me to bow to a female that's dusty, that don't look better than me in any way, I am profoundly a better woman in every way. This has already been known. It ain't about proving shit. It's about knowing. So why in the hell would I ever allow you to get a win up or one up over on me? I'ma keep banging on your fucking beastie ass until you shut the fuck up. And that's exactly what you gonna do. And I don't give a damn if I got to come on here sounding like a goddamn Range Rover. I have a voice, I'm going to damn use it. Now, maybe if you had some damn good sense or some home training or some coof, we wouldn't even have to have this conversation. Nobody likes to talk about rape and feminism and the history of women. What the fuck are we even still talking about this shit for then? Why you keep bringing it to me then? Why do they keep coming at me like this then, with this discrimination, with these accusations? Why they keep doing it then? You think I'm not going to have something to say? You think I'm going to let you have the last word on me? I'm not going to do that. I know how to speak my mind. You know what? When you being quiet, you being stupid. And as long as they coming at me, talking that crazy, I'm going to respond and my voice is going to ring bells. You got me messed up and ain't and literally tried to steal my shine with a bomb. With a bomb, like you can't even get nobody with no damn money or status. Literally tried to take down a goddess, a queen with a low life, ill health, bad, poor health having bum with no money and no status, no talent, no capability. Or are you kidding me? And you thought I wasn't going to say nothing about it. And I was supposed to sit up here and be quiet. I wasn't supposed to come and gloat. I wasn't supposed to come and what the fuck you expect me to do? So you expected me to give up all my comforts that I'm manifesting myself for some bullshit? I don't think so. I will hoodoo your ass every day. That's what I'm over here doing, y'all. That's why I ain't on camera. I'm over here doing some work. Because when you have to discuss those issues, it kind of drives a wedge. It does, because it's stupid. That's why they're bringing it up. That's why they're doing it. Okay, why are we bringing it up then? Go away then. Go away. Leave me the fuck alone then. Why you still here? Why you still trying to lie on me? Why you still trying to low rate me? And you really don't have, for real, to be honest with you, none of these people really have the capability of speaking the way that I do. That's why there won't be a response. It's cricket. But at the end of the fucking day, I won. Is this not clear? I am a winner. And I will tap dance all over you with my money. And see, one of the reasons why they always trying to stop my flow. They always over there trying to, y'all, why? My spirits be like, can you believe they come to me every day? They be like, can you believe this motherfucker over there still trying to fuck with your money? This homeless bitch over there trying to fuck with your money. I got enemies out there, man. I got real enemies that are fucking mad at me because they got a fucking reason to hate me, bitch. You goddamn right. I can manifest thousands of goddamn dollars per day while you sitting over there talking about I got 50 goddamn cents and a bag of goddamn cheap ass goddamn vegetables. You heard me. I got my own goddamn queendom over here. So what they do is they go to these dirty ass people, and I'm sorry because I'm not degrading somebody that's homeless. That's not what I'm doing, because what they'll do is they'll take their status and they'll say, "Oh, look, she is really evil. She is really evil. Listen at her. She's degrading us for being homeless and poor." No, that's not what I'm doing. What I am saying is that you need to get your poor homeless ass up and do something other than harassing me and watching my pockets. And I will be up at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning cleaning house. That is what I do. I'm a witch. You think that if I wasn't powerful, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. Right now, what they're doing is they're watching Etsy closely. Let me show y'all my traffic on Etsy, y'all. Let's go really explore the logistics of this, okay? Now, keep in mind, I do most of my dealings by Cashapp. And let me make sure that I remove that. Yeah, I did. On all of my recent videos, you don't see I accept cash payments under 300 because I can accept cash payments up to 10,000. Okay, so hold on a second. They are watching this Etsy page like crazy people. Oh, shoot, I'm not on the computer, so I can't show y'all. So on Etsy, Etsy has a lovely feature that shows you your traffic. You know what? Actually, my enemies are, they're sort of increasing the traffic to my Etsy page. They just don't know it. So they work for me in reality. But the problem is that you got some of them that are so butthurt and broke. And then I got people in the past that are hating on me, right? And you know what I'm saying? Look, in the past 7 hours, guys, I have had 105 visits. I can show y'all my traffic on Etsy is off the fucking Richter scale. Okay, when you look on here, most of the shoppers found me by doing an Etsy search. 59.50, is this 59%? Hold on, because some of it comes, they'll show you when it comes from YouTube. Give me a second. Let me find it, because let me go to marketing and SEO. Let me see if that. Hold on. There is a way. You know what? I need to look on my phone because it seems like when I look at it directly from my phone, and then they take advantage of the fact that you're an empath as if I'm supposed to fucking feel sorry for somebody that don't have enough sense to get up off their ass and do something for their fucking self. So I'm supposed to feel bad and go, I'm lonely and sad. I'm lonely and sad because I won't let a bunch of assholes harass me on YouTube. It's ridiculous. Hold on a second. What's up, Dolly's Food Dream? Hello. All right, hold on a second. 30. There, you know what? I need to look it up on my phone because there's actually a way to look this up on my phone to where it'll show me how many people click directly from YouTube. But for some reason, when you go on the computer, because I'm looking it up on the computer. So my traffic is really good. That's why I like Etsy, but I don't like it because of the simple fact that your haters can come and look at how many sales you have. And I still haven't been able to contact them because, um, by the way, what they'll do is they'll go and they'll look at an Etsy sale and then and then they'll try to hex me. So they're bouncing back and forth. So they're literally watching. But see, what they don't realize is that my Cash App pops off every day with real money, not a dollar, not two fucking dollars, not $30. You can't even buy a reading from me that's $30. My readings are $40, so that you can get a 30-minute reading for 40. And since they don't have no value and no worth, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I hate to tell y'all that a lot of you black men, y'all can't rest on a white woman ain't an automatic win, honey. You learned that the hard way, didn't you? And you very, very, very frustrated about it. You thought somebody convinced you that a white woman was going to be an automatic win, but you still broke and frustrated and dusted and disgusted. So this guy literally, and none of it made any sense. It was like, are you, are you kidding me? This is awfully effeminate of you, buddy. I'm trying to figure out why this person still tries to compete with me. It makes no sense to me. And we've got to talk about this. It's because, his mama ain't going to help him because we got to nip it in the bud. That's what we believe in. And I can tell my auntie is here. Have y'all ever had a spiritual experience that was so phenomenal? And it's coming up because last year around Halloween, I could feel all of my ancestors and the love and the warmth. So what'll happen is that like, and see, I'm getting that chill up my leg, y'all. Okay. I'm getting that chill up my leg. It's like what your ancestors do is they come to you. And so, for example, I have an aunt named Regina, and she is very particular about who I deal with. They don't want certain people around me because, they kind of feel like it's kind of like, this is my granddaughter, this is my niece, she deserves the whole world. That's what your ancestors do for you, because my grandmother, when she was alive, she spoiled the hell out of me. It was nothing that I could not go and ask my grandmother for. She would always get it for me, and it wasn't that she was I think she just kind of wanted to make up for, you know what I'm saying, because I had issues with my parents or whatever. So she's a good grandma, and she didn't want to, even if she wasn't, which I ain't never heard none of, because how could they complain about her? Like, she never yelled at us. She never said verbally abusive things to us. She was just always a very sweet lady, very calm. If you needed her, you just go in her room and you just talk to her. She always knew the right thing to say. You know what I'm saying? So my grandmother is an amazing person, and I know she was an even better mother. I know that for a fact because it seemed like for you to end up with that many narcissistic children, you must have overindulged them and gave them too much love they couldn't appreciate. I don't know about all of her children, but I know that my mother is very narcissistic and did never want to listen to her mother, which my grandmother always gave her good advice. So, because my grandmother loved my mother. Of course she did. She loved all her children, but she had grandchildren and she felt that we needed her because of everything that was going on. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to go down memory lane, but it's just the point. So, and she's still here. And then I've got my Aunt Regina. She went into the spirit realm 17 years ago. She died 17 years ago. She actually died like a week before my daughter was born. So that's how I can always remember. She died a week before my middle child was born. So I don't even, do they even call kids middle children at that point? So, I mean, and it's you get what you get. I'm going to honor my ancestors. I'm going to honor the women. Not going to sit up here and be okay with that. Women deserve more respect than that. And I know my ancestors are going to demand respect for me. That's who I work with when I work situations out for y'all. Is people like your ancestors. They are going to work it out so that you can be respected, because that's what it's all about. Nobody, my grandmother and my aunts and all of the matriarchs of my family are going to make sure that wherever I go, I am respected and valued, and that's all it is to it. And it doesn't matter what you thought or what you heard. It's my ancestors. We speak for our ancestors all the time. So I'm going to feel good about myself. It has nothing to do with the ego or being delusional. That's not a delusion. Especially when I'm over here doing it, they try to make you think like you, I swear to God, it's y'all. There was this guy, when you go to my sales on Etsy last month, this guy was so butthurt on YouTube. They're so crazy and psycho that even though you can go and confirm and verify all my sales, I've had in the past couple of weeks, in the past month, I've sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 items on Etsy in probably about the last 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, this is what I've done on Etsy. Okay, this is what I've done on Etsy. By the way, guys, if you don't hear the cha-ching, it's because they can't handle that, man. They can't handle coming over here and hearing a cha-ching. Because you know what? I make all of the women that lost, I make them feel bad about themselves. All the women and the men that lost out, that did not manifest what they wanted, I make them feel like shit. So for their feelings, that's why the last couple of times I was live, the last time somebody bought my beginner's witchcraft starter kit, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, goddess. Okay, so we're going to get that shipped out to you real soon. And the thing about Etsy is that it takes a couple of days, kind of like a day or so, for them to deposit it, but they're pretty fast. They'll deposit it the next day. And so I also sold a cleanse. Okay, so you can see all my sales over there, and you can see that over 20 people have my 30-minute reading in their cart. You can see that 7 people have the 15-minute reading in their cart. You can see that 3 people have my spell ritual consultation in their cart. Now, I had like several people that had the Gen Hex remover in their cart. I don't know what happened with that, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Those sell like hotcakes, y'all. I don't have a problem with that. Now, if I allow people to bother me, if I allow these people to bother me, then yeah, I can have a reduction in sales, but I don't let them bother me at all, no matter what they do. I keep my mind focused. That's why I manifest what I manifest. And to be honest with you, the reason why I'm so feverish and why I'm literally showing my fangs, I'm showing my fangs right now. I don't give a shit because I'm getting more. Everybody and they mama been over here picking at Jamila, picking off of my goddamn cherry tree. It was a feast. They were feasting. They've been feasting off of my energy, off of me energetically, and it's fucked up. Like, why don't these people go and get their own? Why don't they go plant their own seeds? And you got somebody, a fake witch out there trying to use me as advertising. And that's real sad because that ain't even the truth. It's sad, man. It really is. And who in the fuck told, like, I swear to God, I'm not in competition with none of these other witches on here because who in the fuck, why in the hell, if they've been trying to use a man to prove that they have more power. And it's like, and especially this one person, she ain't even saying she a witch, but for some reason she been trying to compete with me. And if you go to her, she's gonna just steal your life force. So the other witch that's trying to use my ex as advertisement and trying to make herself feel like she's trying to power fish people. She's trying to prove that she has more power is what she's trying to do. And it's so stupid because she has none. This has been and it doesn't make no sense. It's like, well, who does that? Like, because we know that it's fake because you have to pay people to do that. So I don't have to pay people to pay me. That's just like a scam. That's just like, y'all know them damn scams where them Nigerians, they be like, send us some money and we're going to send you back the money. Well, why in the fuck would I need to send you some money to send me some money? That don't even make no damn sense. So either you have power or you don't. And you can tell because they have to stick to the same people. They can't, nobody else is going to do that. It's just the same down and out losers that does that for them. And it's like, well, if I hope this person is not trying to advertise like a witchy business, because I can imagine, y'all, it's this one person on here. She's so sick. She has like a lot of illnesses. She's just looking for energy. She's just looking for souls. And I think that she be trying to cross advertise or something through this one dude. It's like, girl, ain't nobody, if somebody go to you and say, hey, I saw that it seemed that you had power over that one guy. So I want you to do some work for me. She ain't gonna do nothing but snatch your damn money and scam you. So y'all gotta be careful with these obvious scams out here. I mean, seriously. Shit's a scam. They have to pay these men to come out in social media and act for them, but those men actually ain't gonna shed one goddamn tear for them. Don't no woman want no man pretending to like them. We want a man that's actually gonna sit up there and really like us. Nobody wants anything fake. So it just is crazy because I've been trying to figure it out. I'm like, oh, that's what this person's trying to do. It was another person. It's a couple of different ones. It's a few different witches that pay people to make them look powerful, but they ain't got shit. So why would you work with them? They don't have anything, not a pot to piss in or a boot to throw it out. You got the power to go and pay a man 30 or 50 bucks so that he can fucking lie for you. That's it. So that's when you realize, shit, I need to be over here with Jamila. That's why I am successful. That's why people want to invest their money in me. That's why somebody would go to my Etsy and spend $1,600 with me. They try, you really believe that somebody went and spent $1,600 with her? It's like, Nick, you realize that I've had court cases that were 5 grand. I have people that come to me that invest 10 grand. They hate that. Too bad. Perhaps you should have done something different and people would have taken you seriously. Everybody recognizes that, so a lot of those women that pay these men to say what they want them to say, Why do you think you can compete with me? Like, if a man does something for me, he does it naturally. He's really in love with me. He's not going to do it because I sent him $50. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, pretty. I don't understand like why. And but then I figured it out. I said, oh, I said, I think they trying to advertise some kind of witchy business. That's why I be warning y'all about these fake witches. A fake witch is just gonna steal your energy. And it's definitely not a supreme witch if it's sick all the time, having to get body parts cut off and added. That's not a powerful witch. That's not a supreme witch. I don't care what color it is or what race. So a lot of these men out here, they thought automatic win white girl. It's like, what the fuck? Where do you think you're at? You're in the 21st century, you freaking idiot. They're not. Like I said, their camera looked like it's from the 1700s. I'm telling you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't need for men to worship me. That's not what I need. I'm a real woman. I don't need for men to necessarily worship me, just to value me. Worship, and I mean, I would have to do the same thing for him. I think that has to go both ways personally. So that's my personal opinion on that whole worship thing. I think that relationships are always give and take. But if it's fake, if it's because somebody just wants to one up somebody else, or if you paid them, I'm sorry. I just, I'm looking for something a little bit more genuine than that. And also the fact that, it's okay, the real power is what is in what you can manifest as a woman on your own. That's what I thought the real power was. These women that we're talking about in particular, one of them lives in their car, pretty. So who's worshiping her? Who's worshiping that chick that lives in her car? Somebody can call her and go, I worship you, but you still live in your car. They're still not doing anything. That's them worshiping her is not doing anything for her. So what's the purpose? What's the purpose? I had one trying to degrade me, and literally you could tell that she lived in dilapidated conditions. It- what the fuck good does it do if you're living like that? If you're not living good, that's all I'm saying. I mean, I'm pretty sure that there was some men that were worshiping Raven Masterson, but she lives in her vehicle. So what for good? Like, I worship you, but go and take a nap in your funky car. Like, get the fuck out of here. I mean, I'm serious. Like, a lot of these women that are out here doing that, they still don't have nothing. They're not living good. And the people that are living good, they're jealous. Raven Masterson lives in her vehicle. The one of the women, that the witches, that I guess the reason why she's attacking me is because somebody's worshiping her. But she lives in her car. So what the fuck? What good does it do? Seriously, pretty. If somebody says, "Ooh, I want to have sex with you. I want to. You so sexy. You so fine. I want to eat you, girl." But they ain't got. But you have nothing. What's the purpose? I would rather a man not do that, but then have something and share something with me. Wouldn't that make more sense? These women are not living well. Yes, yes, she is. Yes, she is. She's been stalking me for months now because I don't know. Somebody must have called her and said, "Stalk Jamila. It's gonna be powerful." We're gonna prove how powerful we are. Stalk Jamila. You live in your vehicle. You live in an actual car. You're cooking in a car. You're cooking on a hot plate in a damn car, stirring up a goddamn strawberry smoothie with a dirty wrench, with a dirty screwdriver head. This is no joke. Go over there and look at her. That's what my enemy looks like. Then you got another one that got pipes running all through her house and stuff, living in squalor. Then you got another one that got to pull up on everybody's house, barn, and everything else, and it's not their house. They've been exposed for not having anything. So okay, the games that they play, I'm trying to figure out why after 5 or 6 years. Okay, because remember there was one that lived with the horses. She had horses. She said, this is my horse farm. It was like, really? I sold a horse. I just sold it. She ain't sold no horse. She broke. So what good does it do when they're broke? They don't have any money. Just because they come online and say, come on, bitch, I want to have a fight with you. I've got my bail money in the bank. They ain't got no bail money in the bank. That's why they ain't gonna fight. It's all cap. That's the truth. That's what we found out just recently, and they still trying it. It's like, but we see you. We can see what I have in comparison to what you have. We can see it. Anybody that wants to can see that yesterday I sold about $400 worth of stuff. Anybody can go and see that. But what we see on their end is dilapidated surroundings. So what good does it do if they're online? Like why would I care? Like the way they spent it was I was supposed to feel bad because a man that didn't come on that gave me no money didn't come online and admit that he went down on me. So if a man comes online and admits that he went down on you, you winning. But they're not actually winning because look at how they living. You see what I'm saying? Or y'all catching my drift right now? Like I know I'm making sense. There's still no money. They ain't earned nothing. I promise you. They haven't earned what I've earned. So then what's the problem then? The problem is that I guess they're jealous or whatever. I don't know. I got this one guy, he created an entire fantasy around him getting curved. He had to create an entire fantasy when I curved him. I curved the soul out of this dude. This dude has no soul left in his body. Because this is what he did. He tried to say that, first of all, he called my phone. The first time I talked to him, he was trying to move in with me. I was like, good Lord, this man has no sense. Then the next time he called me, I said, look, I really don't want you to come down here. I'm just, can we be friends? He cussed me out, went live, and told everybody that he was trying to come visit me and be my man, but I was too broke. So that night, I went live and I showed the screenshots of not Cash App. I didn't have Cash App back then. But I went and showed the screenshots of me having $13,000 in the bank, and I was debunking what he said. So he knew he had gotten curved. He, for some reason, and I don't even know why he did that. No one cares. Of course you got curved. Like he act like he was expecting something different. So these men out here in social media be having way too many expectations of us women, and they think that if we have a phone conversation, that means we married. It's really pathetic. I swear to God. So so basically, not only did I do that, and these are things that he wants y'all to forget about. That's what's sad about the situation. Then he hooks up with a broke ex-frenemy of mine. She broke. Trust me, she don't earn as much money. He goes and he creates fantasies, but she can't. We can tell that you broke because in the year 2020, the house that you live in is falling apart. That's how we can tell. You made no advancements and no progression. Ain't my fault. So they've been over here hating on me. And I believe they got Raven to attack me too. They contacted her, but Raven lives in a car. So explain to me what this is, and why should I have to feel like an asshole because you live in a car? It's a lot of people that live in their car. Those are the choices that they made. She shouldn't have been picking up tarot cards and stuff. She shouldn't have been messing around with stuff that she ain't ready for. You know, she claims that she's a tarot card reader, but she lives in her car. Last year, when I moved out of the house, when I moved out of that house and I stayed in a hotel, remember that? And they tried to crack on me because of that, but did not get my house that I wanted, did not get exactly what I wanted. And they still butthurt about that. It's sad for them. I don't even know what to tell them. I got my money always, and they still come around YouTube reciting and chanting that I don't have money because they think that that's witchcraft. They think they're going to make me broke by doing that. But and so when they, you know, when it's obviously not the truth, when the truth is, you know, literally smacking them in the fucking face, they can't handle it. And one of the reasons why is because these people are desperate. They're dumb and desperate. You know, why would you mess? First of all, why would you think that you're ever going to get something over on me with a loser that I've cut loose? That's just like digging in garbage cans looking for somebody's information. No, no, Dre Drizzle. No, hun. That's another lie. Y'all keep telling that lie. No, that's not true, hun. And if you need to believe that to sleep at night, go right ahead, dear. But that's actually not the truth. We're not going to block you or delete you unless you start going crazy because they'll start bird boxing when you debunk what they say and keep it moving. That's actually not the truth. When I moved to Atlanta, I moved here. I didn't move here for that person. I wasn't even communicating with that person at the time that I moved here. But that was y'all's story back then because you were clout chasing. Is that not the truth? Because we don't want to go back down there, down that road, honey, because you always have to do that again. This bum's platform, he always has to do that. It's like, well, first of all, you didn't know me. He wasn't talking to me. He was inboxing me. When this dude realized that I had no interest in him, he decided to follow me around, harassing me, trying to compete with a woman. You ain't moved nowhere. Hey, buddy. Hey, can I ask you a question? Why don't you move somewhere? Why don't you move out of your mama's house? Why don't you move out of your mama's basement? You ain't moved nowhere. I've had 3 houses since I've been to Georgia, and you ain't even moved out your mama house. And the last time you had a house, it was your woman's house. It wasn't your house. So what are you talking about? What, are we still debating this? You're ready for a debate? You really want to continue to have war with me? Jesus Christ, you are dumb. You're dumb. First of all, what the hell are you competing for? You'll never get what I get. You realize that I have already earned over 80 grand this year, you stupid fuck. 80 grand seems like a lot of money to y'all, but it's really honestly not. Not when you have 4 children and a grandbaby and bills to pay. Okay, 80 grand shit. It's a lot of people that have made 3, 4 times that amount already this year. So kiss my ass with that. Okay. But I've made over 80 grand already this year. What the fuck? Why can't you just deal with reality? I moved to Atlanta to expand my business, and I moved to Atlanta to get away from the same person that you're stalking me with. That's why I moved to Atlanta. The proof is in the pudding because you stalked me as soon as I got down here. What the fuck? Like, why do we keep having to discuss this? It's been the same thing over and over again. I drove my own vehicle. I drove my own vehicle, paid my own gas, and paid my own way. Why you keep talking about a nigga that ain't did shit for me? Like, this is the bombs that we're dealing with. You are Dre Drizzle. Yeah, it is clout chasing because you came in here and tried to throw up that's you're still a dumb female. That's a female. That's not a man, by the way. That's a female. That's one of the females. Hun, you're so stupid that you're in a chat room talking to me about a man that has never done anything for me because you're dumb. Moving to expand an online business. LOL, because you're a bobblehead. You don't, that's something that you don't understand, hun, because you're a bobblehead. And you think that by saying LOL after everything that you say, that makes it seem like you said something smart. Yeah, of course, because you're like, look at where you're at. You're still in the same shithole place where you were before, which is why you're jealous of me. Maybe if you moved away, maybe you could expand your mind and stop acting like a fucking idiot. And who is this in here? Who that sound like to y'all? A ward of the state. Only in your delusional mind. When in the hell have I been a ward of the state? See how sick these people are? See how sick they are? And somebody needs to put you in quarantine, honey, because you are just, and you done made all these people look stupid. You realize that you made me make all these people look stupid. Well, Dre Drizzle, I know that it was an inconvenience to you because you're codependent. I know. But it's none of your business. Why am I arguing with you about this? Why is this person arguing with me about where I moved to? What difference does that make for you? And technically, that's not the truth. Yeah, you can expand an online business from anywhere, but I didn't want to live in the Midwest. I wanted to live here. So why would you argue that? Because you have no intelligence. You sound like a hurt child. And you're going to have to get over it. And no matter how many temper tantrums you throw, you cannot question somebody. You sound stupid. You just tried to say that, oh, okay, the man you move for is the ward of the state. Again, how is that my problem? He's a ward of the state. Is that my shame? See, what makes no sense about you is that you spend too much time online. This is why I'm on here having this conversation with you, because hopefully it'll help you, because you look dumb. You look dumb. You know, and we all know who you are. Can y'all guess who that is in the chat room? Just keep watching them chat, y'all. We're gonna go to a music. Because I see that, good Lord, we are trying to help you. Honey, listen. We are trying to help you. The people, the good people of the YouTube community, we are trying to help you. But this has become very sick. First of all, I didn't move for him. See, a woman like you, whoever you are, you don't have good sense. That man did not pay for any of the gas that it took to get here, which it took probably about $200-300 worth of gas. He didn't pay for my hotel. He's done nothing for me. So why are you talking about that? I did it all for myself. So why would that be an argument? You shouldn't even be talking about that. You should be embarrassed that you had to go there. And really, literally, the reason why you had to go there is because everything that you've done recently in the past 3 months backfired on you. So when that didn't work, you had to go back to that. But that situation has no power over anybody. Everybody's moved on except for you, because you have to use bits and pieces of other people's information to feel better about yourself. This is and this is a real problem, because this is not an act that you're playing on YouTube. This is literally the way that you are. And the fact that you're out here whining in a chat room, fine. Okay. Listen, it's called a personal choice. Who the fuck are you to judge somebody? You're no judge of nobody. No one cares. You're a goddamn troll in a chat room. You have no voice. There's a lot of people. So Dre Drizzle, guys, let's talk about it. All you people that love y'all tarot card readings. Dre Drizzle comes in here and tells you that you should read a few more books and not rely on tarot card for answers. Now, we all know that you think that you're being smart. You think that that statement was intelligent. How many people in here actually agree with you, hon? This is a tarot card channel. We're still trying to figure out why you're still here. We know why we're here. There's a difference between someone helping you move and moving in hopes of, I didn't move in hopes of a relationship. How would you know that if you hadn't spoken to me? And yeah, there's a lot of people that move in the hopes of, yeah, I definitely do have hope. Absolutely. I didn't want to date anybody in Kansas City. Kansas City is the worst dating city. So yeah, I came to Atlanta hoping to expand myself and to get away from ignorant ass people like you. You still sound stupid. You sound dumb stalking me for 5 or 6 years talking this shit. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to let it go, boo-boo. You're just having a temper tantrum like a child because you're upset. Yeah, you over there crying. You can expand an online business from anywhere. Why did you leave? Girl, and you know what? This is somebody, either somebody that knows somebody in Kansas City or somebody from Kansas City. You are not repping our city very well, honey. You still whining about me relocating. You hear this? You are in a time capsule. You in a time capsule. Like Tina said, like Tina Turnup said, you're in a time capsule. What the fuck are you talking about? You're still talking about a person from 5 or 6 years ago, literally, and you've been talking about everything and everybody for 5 or 6 years. Why don't you just shut the fuck up? God damn. This stupid ass person, you're totally out of place. I'm sorry. No, hun, you've been talking to them people in Kansas. That sound like Kansas City ignorance to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, honey. You sound like one of them butthurt people from my hometown. Why'd you leave? Why do you care? I'm not sure. Look, okay, let me ask you a question. If I stayed in Kansas City, do you think that I would have remained your friend? And if we can tell that you're sideways insulting, why would you insult Alexis's son? We didn't caught you insulting everybody. This person talks about everybody. I got screenshots of these same people talking about Alexis K. Tyler's son. Why are you even bringing him up? We don't have no beef. Do you hear me still talking about that situation? That's how we can tell that you're retarded. That's how we can, I swear to God. No, hun. There's no, you the one that bought the ignorance to YouTube. No, it's not the truth, honey. I'm sorry. And you know what? The person that's hating on me and hating on YouTube and hating on tarot card readers, this person hates YouTube because they feel that they're too ugly to turn on their camera and do a YouTube channel. That's why you're mad. So YouTube is a bad. I fucking hate YouTube. I fuck out of YouTube. Well, you the one that made YouTube the way that it is. You created all of this shit for yourself. That's why you're negative about YouTube. To be honest with you, it ain't YouTube's fault. It's your goddamn fault. You the one that can't get over it. It's goddamn, you realize that it's been almost 85 years since I moved away, and you still in the chat room talking about, why didn't you move? And YouTube is ignorant. I hate YouTube because you blame YouTube. YouTube took you away from me, huh? I'm sorry. YouTube took me away from you. Now YouTube is a bad, fuck out of you. You know, YouTube is horrible. YouTube is horrible. Why are you so upset and angry at goddamn YouTube? Exactly. I ain't sent no demons. These are your demons. These are your demons, honey. Like, can you imagine if you move somewhere and you had some jackass saying this and they want you to be their friend? Be my friend. Why would I? First of all, you're weird. I don't consider you a friend if you stalked me for 7 years. I'm sorry, hon. So why are you even arguing this point? There's no chance. We can tell who is that? Who is that in the chat? No, you didn't. You always talking down on YouTube. You don't love YouTube. That's why you bought all this crap to YouTube. You don't love YouTube, honey. You are very jealous of YouTube and YouTubers. You're very angry about YouTube. You think YouTube took your best friend away from you. You're sick. You need to go get some goddamn help. For real. No matter how many people you bring up, the facts are the facts. Good Lord. And the only person lame is the people that are doing the stalking. Okay, let's say that I did move to, even though we know that that's not the truth. Why would I make plans to move somewhere for a man that I haven't even spoke to? Like, but see, during that time that I moved, you were not talking to me. So you don't know what the hell. You just coming in here talking shit, trying to make it sound bad as possible. But in reality, honey, we're having a good time. I'm sorry that your life sucks. Well, you know what? The readings over here, Dre Drizzle, they're not for entertainment. You're on the wrong channel. Why are you over here? No, I'm gonna tell you what entertainment is on YouTube. A bunch of broke, yuck mouth people talking about Jamila, making you feel better about your sad, pathetic, miserable life. That's what it is. Told y'all that I should screenshot this shit. Hey, if y'all not guessing who this is in the chat room bleeding, I don't know what to tell you. You must be crippled, blind, and stupid if y'all not seeing who that is. The same verbiage, the same. We know how you talk, hon. I am thoroughly entertained right now. No, you're not. You're over there crying. You're whining about another grown person and where they move because you are upset. Just admit it. You don't know who I was talking to, what I was talking to, or what I was thinking about at the time that I moved down here. So how the fuck would you know why I moved down to Georgia? I moved here because I chose to move here. Why are you questioning it? Because you're an idiot. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, hon. You cannot win this argument. It's not even an argument. You are the one that has been making a fool out of yourself, stalking a woman all the way from where you at. And the reason you've been stalking is because of your jealousy. It makes no sense. No, we didn't change. That wasn't for your entertainment, honey. That is because you're reaching. Why would you be entertained by that? What's entertaining about what you said? That's not entertaining. Number one, the reason why it couldn't possibly be entertainment is because it's not the truth. How the hell would you know what I was thinking about? Because we ain't talked. You don't know anything about me. You don't have my phone number. So you don't know what the hell I was thinking about at the time that I moved. The only thing that you knew was that you were butthurt and you wanted to harass somebody because you lacked self-respect. And it would have been different if you would have said what you had to say for about a month and got the hell on. No, you stuck by it for 6 years and I continuously make you look and feel stupid. No matter how many times that yuck mouth fool go on there and say, you ugly, you ugly. It's not going to change the facts. I'm sorry. Well, that's okay. Yes, I did. I changed the focus of what I was talking about. Yes, I did. I don't think you do, hon. I really don't. I think that you don't. I think that you're going to continue to talk in the chat when we know who you are and you're in the chat room trying to convince people that you're not crazy. And you're in a chat room talking about a man that I've never met. Again, we're going in circles. You're not going to win this as long as you're stalking and trying to trespass on others. You're always going to be a loser. Nothing that you can say, and I'm the winner. I moved to Georgia. I've had 3 houses since I've been here. I've made money. I'm spending money. I'm having a good time. The reason why you're in the chat room butthurt right now is because you're jealous. So no, you don't respect yourself. You don't even have enough self-respect to go the hell on. If you respected and loved yourself, it wouldn't have been stalking for 6 years straight. And I'm sorry, any goddamn if okay, any person that's of sound mind, body, and spirit, all of the doctors, lawyers, attorneys, you cannot plead this case in a court of law. You don't respect yourself. You're jealous of the fact that I am doing good in life, that my business is successful. That's what you're jealous of. You're so jealous that you can't even acknowledge it. You have to hear people tell you that I'm broke just so that you can live and not kill yourself. And you don't respect yourself. That's why I don't hang with you. That's why I don't sit with you. That's why I'm disrespectful to you, because you're an embarrassment. That's why I don't claim you. That's why I don't call your name out on my channel. That's definitely not happening no more. Well, why are you here then talking shit? You are jealous. You're jealous because I make more money than you doing what I do. That's why you're jealous. Then I think you're jealous of my looks. I think that drives you crazy because you thought that you was going to worry me into ugly. You thought you was going to worry the hell out of me, and you thought that because a bum with a yuck mouth said over and over again that I was ugly, that I was actually going to turn ugly. So you are in fact jealous of the way that I look as well. So you're jealous of a lot of things about me. That's why you're here. That's why you and a homeless prostitute or child or stalking me. Is that not correct? I mean, this is something that you're doing right, and you realize that everything that you do, you're doing it in front of people. You wish I was ugly. You know that's far from the truth, honey. hmm I already know who you are, hon. We ain't gonna call your name, sweetie. But we know who you are because you're still in a chat room whining about somebody moving away and trying to tell people reasons why. You come up with so many reasons, don't you? You just like that love song called Reasons. That's what you are. It's kind of ridiculous to me. And the fact that you've been following me around, this is what proves it. Like, you can't argue with me as long as you are stalking me and still paying people and making moves and contacting people and harassing and stalking people. You'll never change that. People are watching everything that you do. And the reason why you're confused, why you came around and did all this crap and all this stupidity, the reason why you're confused is because you're not very smart. You're not self-aware. You didn't understand that people would be able to look at me and look at you and make their own assessment. And they chose me. I am their queen. You have a problem with that, which is why you go and you get homeless people that live in basements. Nobody's going to represent you because they know how dusty you are. So they're you're trash. Nothing, everything that you did backfired on you, and it was because it was supposed to. You tried to ruin my life. You tried to ruin my reputation. And then you come in here arguing with me, whining and shit, talking about you move because you don't know why I moved. You're not a friend of mine. So how would you know? I know that it's a fantasy for you to be a friend of mine, but you don't know anything about me. You are the classic stalker, okay, who is worrying and wondering about somebody that you don't talk to, that you have no information about, And so you go around the internet guessing and stressing. I got direct deposit, honey. I already got my direct deposit. Did you get your direct deposit yet? I got mine. I'm trying to figure out what you got. And why exactly are you here? Why would you come to a tarot card channel and tell somebody to read a book and not read cards? You're on a tarot channel, so you don't even know where the hell you at. You're totally out of touch. It's like you're in a maze or something. A lot of you people are. You and you'll come over here upset and butthurt trying to question what I do when you don't enjoy what you do. Obviously, you're not happy with your life. That's the whole point. I'm doing what I enjoy doing. I have a dream job. I'm working my way up to a dream vacation home and my dream car. I've never had a brand new car. I've always bought used cars. So I'm going to buy a brand new car very soon. So I'm living my life, and then you'll say, well, you didn't have that when you were 30, so why are you going to get a car now? It's like, do you think I'm stupid? And who the fuck listens to you? Other stupid people. That's why I don't claim you as a friend. I don't know. You've been looking stupid and you don't even know it. That's what's sad. You're not self-aware. No, I've never bought a brand new car before. All my cars have been at least a year or two old. Yeah. Then also, I've always been in the mode to where I pay cash for cars. But yeah, I've never had a brand new car. What's the problem with that? So I'm too so being that I've never had a brand new car before, I'm not supposed to ever get one. I don't think that you know what that feels like though, Dre Drizzle. I don't believe that you know how that feels. I'm just guessing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like cars, period. I like the what's that car that Dean drives in that one movie? So I like classic cars too. I'd like to have me an 87 Maxima. Those are heirloom cars. No, I don't believe you. I don't believe that a person with a brand new car would come into the chat room as pathetic as you are. I don't. I'm sorry. Prove it. Cam up from your channel and show us your brand new car. You can't. You are totally in a delusion right now. That's why you came in here. I do know, hun. And I ain't got to throw the cards to tell you that because I know you thinking throw the cards. We know you don't have a brand new car. And also, the car that you have is probably filled with food and trash. I can see food and trash in your car that you have right now, and hamburgers, cheeseburgers stuck to the goddamn carpet. So I don't need cards to tell me that. You had not only do you not have a brand new car, but the car that you have is nasty. Am I lying or am I flying? See? See how people see but see, a lot of these trolls, y'all, like I got family members, and this one chick is trolling me behind an account with a picture of my grandmother. That's why my grandmother is actually fucking her up in the spirit realm. I didn't know that that was actually her disrespecting my grandmother like that. Disgusting. Your ancestors gonna have to deal with that, honey. I think you better call to your ancestors for that one, because I called to mine. We know you ain't got nothing. We know that you are upset because I am a person that has more potential than you. I earn my income. It's not like I just have $50,000 just in the bank at once. You know what I'm saying? But my money comes in weekly, daily, monthly. You're upset about that. I don't have a car, honey. I don't have a car at all right now. I actually got rid of my car. I don't have, why would I do a reading about a car that I don't, why would I do that? Why, honey? Oh God. I think this is what I want to say to you, hon. You gonna have to stop this. There's no winning this argument, okay? I don't have a bus pass. Where I live, buses don't run over here, honey. There's no bus service over here where I live. Why you worried about my car? I get around. Why are you worried about everything? Why do you worry yourself about me? Why is it that important to you what a grown woman does? Why don't you worry about your own ass? That's the question that we want to know. Okay? Because why would I do a reading on that? Why in the fuck would I go live and do a reading on that? Like you go back and forth, you know? Yeah, I just walk everywhere. Yep. Yep. That's what I do. I just walk everywhere. Anything else? Anything else clever and smart that you have to say as you come into the chat room, honey? Huh? Anything else? Because this 5 year, I mean, you sound like a kid, to be honest with you. Sometimes I think I'm talking to a little kid. Uh-huh. Yeah, well, I mean, that's fine, but I don't walk anywhere, but say whatever you gotta say. Goddamn, it's like you're trying to convince people from a chat room that your life is wonderful, but we don't see that when we see you. That's all I'm saying. Whoever you are, you're pretending that your life is wonderful, but you're doing it from a chat room because when we see you, we don't see nothing. We don't see anything that you have. Yeah, we can see you. We've seen you. We've seen all of you. All of you people that hate on Jamila, we see that you don't have shit. All of you. You're not even working towards having anything because you're so worried about me. Ugh, it's ridiculous. I've had some nice cars, honey. I've since I've been working from home, I don't really even have to go anywhere. But yeah, you seem to be awfully concerned about my transportation though. You seem to be awfully concerned. I don't, you know what I don't understand to every grown person? Why do people worry about other people's finances? Because you don't have any of your own. That's why. Don't worry about my finances. Don't worry about how I get around. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it if I'm a dreamer or whatever. Don't worry about it. That's just like y'all had that crazy ass man calling me talking about you can't get a house. And I'm like, what the fuck? I've been getting houses and cars and you can't get it. Y'all retarded. Yeah, I bought up finances. Yeah, I did. But you came in here trying to argue with somebody about why they did what, and you still look ridiculous. Is it not obvious? I'm not necessarily dreaming about that, honey. I don't dream about shit. I make it happen. 80K ain't gonna buy a dream home or a vacation home or a new car, honey. People wipe their ass with 80 grand. I know 80 grand seems like a lot to you. I know, but really it ain't when you have a family of 5. Okay. Most people have 2 of those incomes coming in. I've got 1. And why are you in here trying to impede on it? Just because it, like, why, what made you, I just got into my house and I just started paying my own rent. Why would that have to be, if it, so again, by their, like, this is why you ain't got shit, because anything that hasn't happened to you so far, you don't believe that you can have it. And that's why you're living in a dirty car. Don't worry about my transportation, honey. Don't worry about what I got. Don't worry about it. Why are you so worried about it? You jealous. You cannot stop. You just can't stop yourself because you don't have your own business. You don't. You don't have your own business. Just admit it. You're down and out and you don't have shit. You don't. Reality, face it. It doesn't matter. I'm still paying it. What difference does it make? Don't worry about whether or not I pay rent or I buy a house or whatever. Quit worrying about it. Why are you so worried about what the hell I'm doing? Stop worrying about it. God, that's the whole point. The fact that you're worrying about it makes you look like a loser. The fact that you're following me around the internet, sending me messages everywhere, harassing me, what the fuck? It doesn't matter if I bought it, if I'm planning on buying it, or whatever. Why does it matter to you? Why does it matter? Why are you in a chat room for over an hour? This is what we have to get into. When you start to worry about your own, then you will fucking have something. Now, the reason why you want to argue about the car is probably because you live in a car. Or either you damn near it, probably your car is probably nicer than the place that you live in or something. I have a place to live. I'd rather have a place to live than a car. So when I moved into my house, I didn't have a car. So see how your arguments are retarded? See how you constantly are worried about other people and you shouldn't be? Why would you be worried about what I'm doing? Uh-huh. You know what, hon? I think it's time for you to turn it in. You are jealous of me. You are. You are. Why else would you be doing what you're doing? There's no other explanation except for that you're stupid. You're either jealous or stupid. That's what people think of you. Everybody watching you thinks the same thing that I think. Why do you think it's any different? And the reason why you come in chat rooms making it seem like it's impossible to get a car is because you probably don't even have one. The idiot. These are the idiots that make videos about me, y'all. These are the idiots that constantly got my name in their damn mouth. You see how idiotic they are, and this person is delusional enough to think that it won an argument. My argument is solid. That doesn't mean that what the fuck you just argued about made sense. Because why would it be an argument? Why are you debating this? Why would you be discussing what the fuck I have or comparing it to you? That's the whole point. I know that you're trash. I can tell you that. It's a lot of trashy people on YouTube doing trashy shit, and you're one of them. The only reason why I let you remain in my chat room is to prove a point. Now, everything you said sounded stupid. Everything you said yesterday sounded stupid. And everything that you're going to say today sounds stupid. You haven't won any argument. You just proved to the world and proved my point. It's what you've done. hmm I think it's time for the hate brigade to go ahead and leave because if you're not embarrassed by now, honey, I don't know what the hell to tell you. You should be embarrassed by now. You should literally be embarrassed by now. Whoever you are, you should be embarrassed. You don't have enough sense to be embarrassed. You don't. That's why you're constantly stalking me and calling my business phone because you don't have enough sense to be embarrassed by your own behavior. Again, you're on my platform stalking me, got my name in your mouth every damn day, but you asking me, I don't know. I asked you the same question. I have asked you over and over again, why do you sit around and waste your life worrying about me? This whole argument sounded stupid. You've been sounding dumb since you came into the chat room. You're not having fun. You're not. Hey, listen, hon. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've got to say this. I look, the last thing that you people have been having is fun. I have said, look, you over there crying. You're over there crying. You're not having fun. So stop trying to pretend that you're having fun, hun. You are stalking somebody. For you to stalk somebody for 5 or 6 years, it only proves a few different things, that you're mentally ill and that you're miserable. You're crying because you're in pain, honey, because you're lonely. And you're crying about where I moved to in a chat room. You can't just laugh this off. It's not a laughing matter. The people that know what your problem is, they're not laughing at you. They actually probably, you know what? They probably used to feel sorry for you, but now they don't. They don't feel sorry for any of you. You're the sympathy is gone. Nobody even has sympathy for you anymore. Creating troll accounts with people's pictures of their grandmother. You're insane. And then to find out, God, it was so sick. I found out just recently that somebody that I used to know is running around here under a troll account with a picture of my grandmother. You are a sick individual. You need help. Obviously, you do, hun, because you're here trying to argue a very moot point. And this is the whole point. This is your therapy session because we all know who you are. Everybody that's watching this chat and listening to this conversation knows who the hell you are. And we know that you ain't sitting over there laughing and having a good time. We know that you're sitting over there drunk and miserable. And the only thing that makes you feel better is when people go live and lie and tell you a fucking fantasy about me. Period. I mean, what the fuck else? Like everybody else is at home chilling. I'm at home chilling. And the reason why you troll the chat room is because you're scared that people are going to believe what I say. Well, they already believe me. What makes you look crazy is that you came on here and tried to discredit me, and the fact that I made it anyway and still making it, of course, and growing, you're upset about that. That's why you came in the chat room and tried to say something slick and clever. You tried to make it difficult. You tried to make people judge me online, and you ended up in a worser position than me. You are in a worser position than me. You're looking around at your surroundings and your environment and you're not liking it. And I don't care what you say. No, you're not. No, you're not. If you were at home chilling, you wouldn't be online stalking Jamila talking about 5 or 6 years ago. Girl, bye. Y'all, girl, you've been running around here trying to harass me, bothering me, trying to get people to judge me. Y'all had folks out here talking about I'm a pedophile. Y'all was desperate to try to ruin my relationship. Get the fuck up out of here, girl. And you a loser and you lost. And we all saw your living environment and your living arrangements and why you're hating on me. And we see the living environment of the other people that you get to hate on me. And they're living in squalor. The other one that's living in her car is really upset. She just wanted $50 though. You probably going around here paying these women too to talk shit. It's ridiculous, girl. I don't get it. I don't get why you people did that. And then you get angry at me and come in chat rooms when I'm on here tearing your ass up with the truth. It makes no sense. Y'all used to put my entire names in titles of videos so that you could hate on even me getting a job. Y'all were trying to make it difficult for me to survive, period. That's what's so sad about you. And you think we don't know it. And you're stuck back in 2015 because you haven't had normal brain activity since then. It's your brain has been mush since then. And all I've been doing is rising while you're going down. You're not having fun in a chat room, honey. If you were having fun, you wouldn't have been in there talking shit. You're miserable as hell right now. Right, right. Well, you know what? We're not going to say who we know that you are, but we know that whoever you are, that you're broke and you're sad and destitute. That's what we do know. And we know that you came in a chat room, you tried to bring up an old situation that isn't even relevant. Then you tried to proclaim that you had a brand new car, and we all know that that's not true. So whoever you are, we know that you're pathetic, and we know whose channel you came from. So as soon as y'all figure out, all of y'all that's in the bum bump convention to stop coming over here bothering me, then that's when I'm gonna start. I'm gonna stop attacking you. Otherwise, as long as you keep sending the bum brigade over here, y'all gonna end up getting towed up every time. Hmm. You tried to pretend that you had a new car. You tried to pretend as if having a new car is better than having a car, as if people that have never had a brand new car ain't living. You tell on yourself every time. I've been live for 2 days straight and you've been doing nothing but exposing yourself in a chat room, trying to sound smart, but you actually make yourself sound stupid. The more you talk, the dumber you sound. Because when people lost respect for you in the chat room, when you were whining in the chat room earlier, you tried to go back to 2015 talking about some man that I wasn't even talking to when I moved to Georgia. That's what made you look stupid in the first place. So then you tried a different angle. You're trying different angles and nobody understands why in the fuck you're even here. What we got from everything that you've done and all considering, we know that you're a dumbass. It all equates to dumb to us. I'm sorry. Nah, my reading comprehension is amazing, honey. Now you went there, so we all know who you are now. No, honey, we know how intelligent Jamila is, especially when it comes to textbook. We heard and felt everything that you meant and said. And again, we know that you're from the bum brigade, and the bum brigade has been stalking me, and now you're stalking me again. You're from the bum brigade. You're from the clout chasing, backbiting, ain't did nothing with your life brigade. That's where you're from. Stop it. We can tell that you've been over there on their channels. We can tell that you came from over there in that stupid environment. Uh-huh. We can tell. You sounded dumb. I'm sorry. Everybody over there sounds dumb. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that anything that you can do is ever going to make you look smart? That has anything to do with that situation? Anything that you are holding on to from the past? I mean, that's just like telling somebody that just made $1 million. That's just like standing in front of them saying, ha ha ha, you didn't have that when you was 13. Well, I have it now. Well, you didn't have it then. Oh, you didn't have that 10 years ago. I got you. I'm stacking my paper and getting my financial situation all the way together. And you're in a chat room saying that it doesn't count because you didn't have that 10 years ago. What about in the year 2000? Huh? What about then? See, that's why nobody gives a shit about you. And then you'll say, you never had a brand new car before. Well, to be honest with you, it's not that far fetched for a person to go up to their 30s and to rent apartments. There's a lot of people that don't buy their first house until they're in their 30s. A lot of people, maybe you start out with a starter home and you upgrade to a bigger house. You didn't have that big house when you started out. Like, what the hell are you? So that's just like saying you can't progress in life because you never progressed before. That makes no sense. And that was, y'all actually tried to argue that point. You ain't had no, that's just like somebody that's in their 20s or 30s and they haven't met their husband yet. And you got some jackass when they do meet their husband. You got a jackass saying to them, well, you didn't get a husband before. Well, it's kind of like you have to live and grow and live, and then you start to obtain things. You didn't have it before. You didn't have anything when you were a brand new baby. You couldn't even walk then, remember? Jamila, do I have to remind you that you had to crawl before you walk? Well, yeah, of course, you're preaching to the goddamn choir. Yeah, Nicole Robertson, it's a totally different environment over there in New York, yo. But you know what? In order to get a really shit, to be honest with you, if I, y'all, I like living in the country. I like country living. But I know that I could go to New York and make it. And I would be living good because it would go along with the cost of living. But yeah, they have to, yeah, I feel you on that, what you're saying about New York. But even over there in New York, they like to go out to like the more so the kind of neighborhoods that's like houses and stuff, and they buy houses out there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you live in the city, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but these people, the problem with them, I'm gonna tell you what it is that they are. To me, it sounds like they're going off along with some kind of mind control program that they were taught at the age of 5, and that's why they've never done anything. So they think that the same tactics that were used against them that caused them to be living in basements and living in squalor, they think that those same tactics are going to work on a grown ass person. So that's why they still do it. So the point that I'm making is that if you're 19 years old right now and you're renting and you decide to buy a house in 5 years, what the fuck are they going to do? They going to say that then too. You didn't have no house 5 years ago. Hmm. In fact, why are you even here? Why did you even go anywhere? I got one guy. I'm going to tell you why this guy hates on me so bad. That's why he made songs. He hates on me because he's never left his crappy ass hometown. Never. And he's jealous. That is the God to honest truth. They're not gonna say it. They're not gonna say, oh man, I wish I could do that. I'm jealous. So what he does is he tries to cleverly say other shit. But in reality, that's all it is to it, is that you are jealous of the fact that I moved away from my hometown. And you're crazy and stupid. Again, this is somebody with a low IQ. This is somebody that comes from a family of slaves and slave minded herd people. Hurt herd. It's a hurt herd. They come from a bunch of people that never did anything that the fuck that they wanted. And that's why they are upset about anybody that does. This is very clear. I mean, to be honest with you, it's just the truth. And like I said, this guy thought it was going to be an automatic win, and then all of a damn sudden he was going to win thousands of goddamn dollars just because he had sex with. Because I guess he thought that the reason why I'm successful is because I guess I had sex with a white person, and that's his thing. But that didn't happen. His shit did not pop. There was no snap, there was no crackle, and there was no pop. It fizzled out very quickly, and he's upset because he still doesn't have any money. Right now I could pay the fucking taxes on his house. Would I do that? Hell no. But he can't even do it. That's the point of me bringing it up. He's sitting over there pocket watching my money. He's seeing the fact that literally, I just earned just on or just on Etsy alone, that we're not even talking about my Cashapp payments. He's looking at that, and he can see that right now I could pay his taxes on his house that he's about to lose and be homeless or burn up. And he's upset about that. I'm just telling y'all the damn truth. Oh God, of course a new car depreciates when you take it off the lot. What the fuck is, see how they start to talk in circles? Well, technically a new car depreciates when you take it off of the lot. So what difference does it make? It's like, well, what? But you see how their conversation just goes in circles, and how they really don't have a lot of good sense. You wouldn't know what a car does. I don't believe this person has ever bought a car. I've bought several cars. The person that tried to use something against me has never bought a car. Their only car, they got it because their brother got their head blown off. And the reason why we bring that up is because why somebody got to die for you to have a damn car? That's why we think you set your brother up. And this dude, he's the last man standing. I'm going to tear his ass up every day I get. And I ain't going to call your name and give you no clout. You're going to bring your clout chasing, bummy, dusty butt up in my chat room, and you're going to throw your name out there yourself. That's why we know you got some pride and self-respect, because you ain't threw your name out there yet. Earlier, they came up here straight up, man. They was up here straight up trying to feed off of that energy. Earlier, they was like, they dropped their, you a loser when you got to go drop your own name in somebody's damn chat from a troll account. From a troll account. That's some loser shit, man. I'm sorry. And we've been seeing people do this for years on here. He jealous of anybody that has anything. I swear to God, as he is. What's up, Jackie? Dre, do you really have nothing better to do than to mess with a badass witch? Why don't you find something else to do with your weekend? And you know what, Thea Lightweaver? I have not done any real black magic on them this weekend. That's why they still flailing around. but they know that they're pathetic. They know that they have no argument. Coming in here saying something stupid and pointless and then saying my argument is solid, that doesn't mean your argument is solid. Going somewhere telling a lie and then saying I am telling you 100% the truth doesn't mean that what you just said was the truth. So by their logic, for the past several years, they have been trying to discourage me from going for what I know, for going for my dreams that I'm turning into a reality. I mean, for you to say that it's a dream and it's never happened, but haven't I been turning my dreams into a reality? I've literally been turning my dreams into a reality. So by your logic, and that's why we don't want you to get it confused. We're tired of them influencing people because they'll influence people in a bad way. You are supposed to manifest the things that you want, especially with the line of business that I do. I don't work for somebody. I don't have a scheduled paycheck that comes every 2 weeks or bi-weekly or monthly. Okay. So that within itself, yeah, that can provide you a certain amount of security, but it is limiting. So with me, my income potential is limitless. And I don't understand why they just won't let me live my life and live their life. So years ago, they told me that I wouldn't be able to get a house because they said I had never had one, which was a lie. Everybody that knows me knows I've had several houses, several cars that I got on my own with my name on the title. I have sold cars with my name on the title. So I've already done that. That's not a thing for me. But for some reason, years ago, they were just like, oh, well, they were trying to use my blessings as a way to tell people not to work with me because I'm not going nowhere anyway and I'm full of shit. But then when I showed and proved that I moved into my house that I paid full rent for, they continue to try to lie. I have the right to proclaim my success. I'm over here a total success. I'm not, there's a lot of things that I want to obtain right now. To be honest with you, I'm buying a water bed. That's my concern, is buying a new bed before I buy a car. Like, I'd rather have a fucking bed. To be honest with you, I can get where I need to get. I can get around. I don't necessarily, you know what I'm saying? I'm good on that. Okay. And to be honest with you, if I felt any type of way about not having a car, I just get a man with a car, of course. Like, these people act like these people, and then they try to make it seem like women are the same as men. And these men that do this, the reason why is because they're having a hard time making it as men. They try to compare themselves to women directly. So as a woman, it's not necessarily a shame to not have a car, to be honest with you. That's not a shame on a woman to not have a car. Because technically, I get around, so don't worry about that. But I do want my own car because yeah, I've always had one. But by their logic, if you don't have anything, you might as well not even try because you don't have anything, and that's what makes no sense. And obviously, whoever programmed their mind, they're repeating that same programming. You see what I'm saying, guys? Thank you, Thea Lightweaver. And you know what? I'm here to learn from y'all too. I look at witches all the time. I look at y'all spells. I look at the things that y'all say. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're here for. But we got people like this. You know what I'm saying? Listen at them. How would I know about a car depreciating when you never experienced it? So by your logic, only a brand new car depreciates in value. Who said that the car has to be brand new? So only a brand new car depreciates in value, according to this person. You see how the more and more, and why do you come in here trying to talk to us about stuff? This looks stupid. I'm sorry. All of your whole conversation. And this is what the hell we've had to be bothered with these people that don't know how to have a decent conversation. And I already told you that let me explain something to you. You said you don't pay rent in your house, you pay a mortgage. I don't believe you. Okay, Dre Drizzle, I know who you trying to pretend to be. And so you, the person that's talking, you don't have a mortgage. You a lie. I don't believe you. Sorry, you need to prove that to me because a person that has to pay mortgage, they're working. See, I have to pay rent. I don't pay a mortgage. I am renting my house. I don't know what the fuck difference does that make, but okay, honey. Okay. I think that you kind of, are confused a little bit on that. But you don't pay a mortgage either. I don't believe that you have a mortgage. I don't believe that a person that's up at almost 11 o'clock at night saying the things that you have said in the chat room has a mortgage either. I'm sorry. So, I know that it's very easy to come to YouTube and pretend to have a fantasy that you've been talking about for 5 or 10 years, just like your women got money, they got horses, and come to find out they really ain't got shit. You're no different than those women that were running around here pretending to have money years ago. You're no different. And you know what? To be honest with you, people should be willing to accept you for you. I don't necessarily judge people that don't have a lot of money. I love everybody. But what I don't like is people that don't have what you have and they hate and they're jealous. That's what I don't like. Yeah, I plan to buy this house. I'm not going to get into and discuss the my lease, but my lease is definitely not temporary. I'm gonna be here for a while. So, is that supposed to make me feel insecure because I don't have a mortgage? See, this is retarded. Your conversation makes no sense. It sounds like a demonic man. That you do sound like a man. This person does sound like a man. Right. A used car has already depreciated when you bought it, absolutely. But cars depreciate in value as you drive them, stupid. What makes it depreciate is because it's being driven, it's being used. What the fuck is your point? You're just in here saying things, trying to make yourself sound intelligent and trying to make up from the stupidity. No, honey, trust me. You trust me. You're already low. I don't want to downgrade to be on your level. Get the fuck out of here. Honey, nobody believes you. I swear to God, is we all know that you ain't got a pot to piss in or a boot to throw it out with. We all know that. So stop it. You ain't got no money coming. You probably owe child support, so you're not gonna get the stimulus check that the people are gonna get soon. You're not gonna get none of that shit. You can't even get the stimulus package because you owe child support. The men, hey, these men that couldn't get, what's sad is when you see a man that owes child support and he get mad when other people get income tax checks and his income tax check get taken every year. Why didn't you just go and make something of your life, you freaking loser? They'll sit around and whine about, and you can tell when a man is an ignorant ghetto loser because he'll make videos talking about jacking women for their income tax. We've all peeped your Smitty, everything you've done. Like, we all know how much of a loser you are. But we're tired of arguing with you. Listen to this person. Now they gonna come here arguing about cars. Hey man, hey, I'm not the hell with y'all. I'm buying a car that's good for the environment. That's why it's taking me so long because I'm getting into a whole other arena when it comes to cars. I will not be buying a car that is ran off of petrol or petroleum. I'm not doing that because I don't want to contribute to continuing to pollute the air. So all y'all that's buying these cars that are polluting the air, spirits is angry at you. Okay. That's all I gotta say. So I'd like to get an eco-friendly car, is what I'd like to get. Something that is not going to pollute the air. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I plan on buying a car. I plan on buying a nice car that I can feel good about. I don't have to worry about buying an old gas guzzling mobile or even a new one because it doesn't matter if it's new or old. It's still bad for the environment. So any video on my channel is from a video game other than the video with Cliff saying he has a WAP. You know, I here's the thing though. Why are you here when you're not wanted over here? Why are you here when your input and your energy is not wanted? You got to accept when somebody doesn't want you. Instead of you accepting when a person doesn't want you and they've made it perfectly clear that they want nothing to do with you, you go back all over. You just look like somebody that got rejected and hurt. For you to go anywhere, I don't care if it's a chat room or on your channel, turn it on your camera, talking about what somebody did, talking about who somebody did, talking about why somebody moved somewhere, talking about what, if you talking about that person at all, you look stupid. That's the reality of it. And that's what you've been doing. That is what I've made perfectly clear all day for like probably like the past 5 or 6 years. You're not going anywhere with that. That's why you haven't went anywhere. So this is what we're trying to get you to realize is this reality. I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't want nothing to do with no females that are around you. Them bitches is weak. I don't hang with them and I don't like any of you. If you a woman like Thea Lightweaver that has some sense, then you can kick it with Jamila. But other than that, you come over here whining. I mean, you got to scroll up on your chats. I mean, you was bleeding and crying in the chat room. Like I literally had to remind you of how pathetic you sounded. And then that's when you started bucking up, talking about statistics and cars and what you got. But in reality, we know you don't have anything. I don't hang with them. I don't think like them. I don't talk to them. I don't give a fuck about them. And see, this is the whole thing about it. You're trying to figure out how to survive this L. You're not you're not gonna survive the L. No, you haven't. If you were laughing, you wouldn't have had to came into the chat room. That's just like earlier you were very upset about what I was talking about. No, L is yeah, but you still don't have shit. Listen, the people that are laughing, they don't have shit. The people that's serious about their bread, they serious about their bread. We not laughing. You laughing because you ain't got shit coming and you don't have shit now. That's why you're laughing because you don't take it seriously. So who's laughing? Who's actually the one that's laughing? Us or you? Do you have a reason to be laughing? No, you need to get serious because your time is running out. You wasting your goddamn time laughing. You need to be serious about your precarious situation. You about to lose everything that you didn't work for, so you really ain't losing nothing. You're laughing the whole time, sweetie, but at the same time, You don't have anything. What's the point in you laughing? You didn't make it. You're not living high off the hog. You don't have thousands of dollars to spend per month on your family. This is the reality. So just why in the fuck would you be laughing? Could it be because you don't care? Could it be because you don't take your own life seriously? Could it be that you're Krusty the Clown? Yeah, renting is definitely way more expensive than owning. It absolutely is. And because what you pay on your mortgage is definitely, mortgages are cheaper than rent, but that's okay. That's okay too. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. You're not laughing at me. You're over there. I don't know why you be laughing at me, honey. I'm good. I'm secure. I have financial security. I don't worry about my rent is paid every month. My bills are paid. I know what I have coming. Do you? So why would you be in here laughing at me for what? Why are you worried about it? Why are you worried about what I'm doing at all? Is the question. The reason why is because, first of all, these people don't know how to take no for an answer. I've been getting roasted and harassed and stalked by a man just because I told him no, that I didn't want him. And here we are 3 years later, he's still doing the same thing. And we not even gonna mention the stuff that you did recently. So who's laughing at who? Like, I'm not laughing at you. I'm just sitting up here looking at you like you stupid and crazy. And for some reason, when I come on here and talk about my baby daddy, you think I'm talking about you. Trust me, you would never be my baby daddy. So for some reason, he thinks that's his cue to come to my chat room. Well, nobody's talking about you. I wouldn't have children by you. Ew. You don't even know how to pretend that you done did something with your life. No, you laughing at you ain't laughing at shit. You saying that you laughing, but in reality, you crying. You're very sad. And I'd be crying too. You can't cry about that. Listen, when you getting ready to get thrown out of your house, or either your fucking shit ain't paid, shit, you not laughing. We all know the truth. Absolutely not, because I would expect you to take care of those children. I wouldn't have children with a man that still in the year 2020 doesn't take care of his children. I wouldn't have children with a man like you. We did that. We made that mistake. Not that the children are mistakes, but having them with you types of men, those types of men, we know that that was a mistake. We're not going to make that mistake again in 2020. And we certainly ain't going to be running around here meeting up with your type. I would never meet up with a man that never took care of his children. Why? Because he has no strength and he has no character. A man that's providing for his family, that is who I respect. You are somebody that comes from a platform where I rejected the man in 2017 and he's been stalking me for 3 years. Those are the facts. So why in the fuck would you be laughing about that? You're the laughing stock. Honey, I'm sorry, hon. I ain't never lost my place though. That's where you're wrong. What place have I lost? Well, that ain't gonna never happen to me, honey. But what place have I lost? We know that you tried to tell the story. We know that you were trying to contact that crackhead landlord and that the landlord did some stuff. But remember how Jamila won in court and got a free month of rent? And then I was able to rent again after that because I never lost my place. So what are you talking about? And the place that you're losing is not even your house. Y'all living with people that's about to lose their place. That's what's happening to you. You ain't even got no place. So I'm sorry, hun. We all know the deal. I didn't lose that place. I purposely moved out of that place. The landlord did not want me to move. Why are you bringing that up? That's almost, you realize that it's been almost a year since then. And you know the reason why you have to bring that stuff up is because you're still in a hole. You still live in a hole in the wall. I didn't know that people could go from being evicted to getting a big pretty house on half an acre. I didn't know that that was a reality. I'm sorry if I had an eviction on my record. Don't you think that I wouldn't have been able to rent this place? Are you trying to figure that out? You know why there's no eviction? Because there was no eviction that happened. When I went to court, we went to mediation, you blubbering idiot. And you literally, like, this one chick, y'all know that we talked about this because I came and I told y'all about my landlord and I won that whole thing. I actually showed the paperwork. You gonna go back and look at the video where I showed the proof that I won in court? Nope, you're not gonna do that. You know why? Because you're in a destitute position in life, and the only thing that you want to focus on is the lies that you tell. The truth was told on this channel, but you tried to make it seem like I lost that place. First of all, I wanted to move up out of there. I gave notice in September. That man did everything he could to keep me in that house. So I don't know what you're talking about because he's a lowlife. Yeah, we came to an agreement because he knew that he would not win. Because the judge told all of the landlords that night in court, he said, any of you landlords that have failed to fix the property, I am sending the code department by. So I actually did him a favor. I just wanted it over real quick so that I could look for a place. And he was very appreciative. In fact, he gave me a free month of rent and apologized. Okay. So I haven't lost my place, guys. You can't expect to, if I had gotten an eviction, I wouldn't have got this house. Okay. Look, we can do certain things with magic, but that's one thing that we can't help you with. The one thing that you would have to do is probably just rent from a private landlord. And I'm obviously not renting from a private landlord. Yes, Diane Schaefer, exactly. That place, because he fixed the toilet. Okay. The landlord was too cheap to hire a plumber. So he tried to replace the entire toilet. It was a toilet that I was not able to use for like over a year. Because he kept saying, yeah, it can flush. Look, it flushes, but it don't flush down the stuff that goes in the toilet. It's not flushing the toilet paper. If you just stand there, it'll flush. But if you actually use the toilet, the stuff that's coming out ain't going down, like toilet paper. And if somebody has to, you know what I'm saying? So he replaced the toilet. He didn't do it properly. So the toilet began to leak, created mold in the house. He refused to fix it. He refused to do anything. There was a complaint inspection that went in. The landlord tried to file a retaliatory eviction because he's a scumbag. I didn't have to go to mediation. I did it because number one, number one, they prefer for you to go to mediation. Okay. So I didn't want to put any more stress on that court than I had to. And I had an amazing evening at court that day. You know what was crazy is that my body is still purging a lot of that just the negative energy and just the bad energy at all of being trapped in that house and feeling trapped there, right? And they actually would come online, and when I would talk about my plans, would they be like, you're not moving, you're not going anywhere, you're gonna stay right there in that house. And it was so weird, y'all. I was like, God, these people are retarded. The judge was amazing. He was an amazing guy. He really was. And after we came out of mediation, of course, we had to talk to the judge, and the judge was 100% on our side because landlords will try to do that. They actually made it illegal. Some of these landlords have mental problems. He knew I was moving anyway, so why would he file an eviction? His rent was paid. I actually showed a copy of the rent receipt. They told you these losers that have nothing else These losers that had nothing else, y'all. Literally, they had nothing else. They went around lying and saying that I got evicted for non-payment of rent, even though the man got his rent and it was always paid. I had to when we went to court, of course I had to have proof that the rent was paid up. I could have lived in a moldy house for 5 more months if I wanted to. Why would the fuck would I not move my family out of there? So I got out of there as soon as possible. And when I moved, I had a moving truck. I had paid $200 for storage, and I immediately went into a hotel because I don't have family in Georgia. How the fuck is that somebody broke and down and out? And so you felt that you had the right to judge. Not only that, the hotel that I lived in costed thousands per month, and they kept telling y'all I was broke. So y'all tell me who you gonna listen to. Nobody's been listening to you. You think that hooking up with a white woman is gonna do something for you? Like, you literally are the bottom of the barrel trash. You had to take my situation, took advantage of it, didn't give a fuck about the fact that my children were living in a house with mold. Let's take that into consideration too, Diane. Let's take that into consideration as well. Dre Drizzle, the landlord would not have been able to evict me at all that day. I was still gonna move at the time that I said I was gonna move. The notice that I put in prior to that landlord filing that had the exact date that I was planning to move. All he did was he prevented me from being able to look for a place. That's why he did it. And trust and believe that landlord is going through just as much fucked up ass karma as you. So he had to learn a lesson. So the only thing that landlord did was made it difficult for me to find a place because the eviction was still open. So by the time we went to court, I literally only had 2 weeks to look for a place, and I wasn't going to go into another fucked up situation with another landlord. So I said, let me do what I got to do, go into this hotel room, have a nice little vacation, and stack my money up. And I got the house that I wanted. So, honey, you ain't got no argument. Your argument was weak from the fucking beginning. Everything that you did was destined to fail, just like the shit that you just did before. I tell you what, how about you try to actually do something with your life instead of lying on other people? First of all, my spirits want to let you know, honey, because we all know that they're feverishly checking the system to see if there will never be an eviction filed against me that is real, especially not for no goddamn non-payment. So they did that, and they was able to continue to ride that gravy train. What they did was they heard the truth on my channel. I told the truth, prevailed, had victory, had success from the situation, doing my thing. Not only did I not have to go into a crappy ass fucking apartment, but I actually was able to get a house by the lake. I live within minutes from a lake. I got exactly what the fuck I wanted in the house that I got. And you're upset about that. So they took the truth, took it to their channels, twisted it, lied, because of course, the only way these low lifes can earn any money is if they're attacking a black woman, lying on her. That's the only way. Yeah, Rochelle, y'all already know how my spirits are. I'm well taken care of. I don't, and you know what? I'm trying to get, and my sisters that are with me, they don't worry about what what we have, we're gonna keep. You're the one. I can imagine. I believe that Dre Drizzle is probably right now going through an eviction, evidently. Because why are they bringing these things up? I wasn't going through an eviction, but I can definitely help somebody that is. First of all, if you're being evicted for non-payment of rent, if you can't pay the rent, you're just going to be evicted. That's all it is to it. You know, ain't nobody playing no games. These the light company, the gas company, I got to pay my light bill, gas bill next week. They want their money. So this pathetic stuff that y'all talking about, welfare, food stamps, goddamn WIC vouchers and Section 8 vouchers, we have already surpassed that. Why are you still talking about it? Because you're a low life. You don't even have that. You tried to come on here and diss the sisters that do get housing assistance, but they have more than you. If you listen, if you have a Section 8 voucher and you make $30,000 a year on your job, okay, let's say you make $30,000 a year. $30,000 a year is not enough. It's not enough. It's not. So let's say that you have, you get Section 8. Okay. So Section 8 is paying a portion of your rent. That's a good thing. These losers are such losers that they try to degrade the women that have those things, but they don't even have that, because in order for you to have a Section 8 house, you have to sign a lease. So people on Section 8 have a lease agreement and you don't even have that. At least they have something to work with. I didn't have nothing to work with. I didn't have none of that. I said, let me get on up out here. I went out there. I was the fool card in the upright position. I will always be that fool. I'm a fool for God, goddess, my spirits. They always give me everything that they promised to me. Do you understand me? So when I left that house, I left there. I had to move the stuff into the storage. Okay, I had movers, of course. I always hire movers. I'll never be moving stuff myself. It's easier just to hire movers. I was over there chilling. I was a brand new person out there, and all I had was the wisdom. I had my children, and we made it. So you can kiss my ass. So does your girlfriend, Dre Drizzle. So does your girlfriend. This is a man these are men that live with women that you don't actually pay your bills. Yeah. What's wrong with Section 8? I know, Nikita. I want to get another one of those Baphomet candles too, Nikita, because I did burn one of them Baphomet candles. I think I'm gonna order me one tonight. I like working with the Baphomet. What's wrong with having Section 8? Many of us had babies, and the men that we had babies with left us in a precarious situation. So you're such a low life, and you don't have anything. So listen, anybody that talks about people on Section 8 don't have much. That's some piece of shit. I'm sorry. And you know the reason why? Let me tell y'all something. Yeah, I know about Section 8. I wasn't on it my entire life just while I was a mother, because I was raising small children. I needed some help. Yep. I used to be on Section 8. Am I supposed to be ashamed of that? So how do you know that I was on it? Was it because I told you? You know why I did that purposely? So that I could help women get up out of that poverty, just like I got myself up out of it. You're sad about that, but tell us why you still went around talking about Section 8. If I know about Section 8, why did you try to claim that the house that I'm living in now is Section 8? Was the hotel I was paying thousands of dollars more for per month, was that Section 8 too? No, hun. Listen, Dre Drizzle, let it go. Just let it go. This person can't argue with me. It's so stupid. You sound dumb. And you know what? I want to let a lot of you women know That if you got jackasses like this stalking you, harassing you, attacking you, don't ever let them discourage you. Did I ever let you discourage me while you've been running around here talking shit from a basement? And obviously, a person on Section 8 has more than a basement. Who said where you live now is Section 8? It must be. That's all y'all been saying for months since I moved in. Y'all been saying that I'm on Section 8. You talking about who said it? No, it not must be, hun, because I'm not. This house that I live in is not on Section 8. I got off of it, just like I got off food stamps 2 years ago, 3 years ago, actually. I am the poster child of women that advance past the goddamn demon of poverty, which is the people that you hang around. All of y'all did it. All of y'all did it. All of y'all tried to say that I was on Section 8. Your whole goddamn fake game radio. Y'all all did. All of y'all was looking stupid. Y'all all look like low life, unintelligent idiots. Till you found out what my real address was, and you know there ain't no damn Section 8 over here in this area. And clearly it seems like you live under a rock because you're still running around here talking about stuff from 6 years ago. Yeah, you did. You tried to take my success and flip it around and say that I'm on Section 8 now, is what you tried to do. And don't get me wrong, there is not a damn thing wrong with being on Section 8. If the government is going to pay a portion of your rent, do it. Go for it. Okay, go for it. No, I see you. Yeah, right, Dre Drizzle. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Don't associate me with them. I don't subscribe to them. Well, obviously you subscribing to some kind of fucking stupidity. Because I've been stupid enough, not stupid enough, but caring enough. I've been caring enough to sit and have this conversation with you for the past 2 hours. And we weren't even talking about none of that. We were talking about, what's the name of the video? Witches have to do love and lust work daily to survive. Because y'all hating on the witches so much that we have to literally put on our chrome face for y'all asses. You are associated with them. That's why you're bringing it up. Otherwise, nobody else would be that retarded. First of all, y'all know that no other race of people does that either. Usually, it's always Black people, typically. That's why it's important for Black people to have a voice in this because, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of Black people have a tendency to fall into ignorance with other Blacks. It's very difficult for them to not do that. We're not going to get the shit twisted. Okay, and I would have did it faster if I would have been done had my house if it weren't for my own goddamn mother hating on me. That's hard. So not only that, I had triple threat against me and I still made it. So now what? What's your argument now? We all know that you're going to make up for your obvious failure and loss by calling me ugly over and over again, but that's still not going to change what's real. You're going to say she ugly, she broke, she this and that, but that's not the reality. And the reason why is why. Why are we still even having this conversation? Because I rejected somebody 3 years ago and he's been stalking me ever since. He's been in and out of my chat room, dropping his own name because he's a nobody. Thank you, Diane Schaefer. Y'all know how it is. And I also had a financial plan. I also had a financial plan as well. Yeah, you call me a raccoon because you're jealous of my bedroom eyes. You're jealous of that. It would be different if I had raccoon eyes and the shit didn't look good, honey, but I still look good. That's why you're still here. But yeah, Diane Schaefer is right. I didn't know you've been watching me since I was pregnant with Jacob. That's so sweet. That's a long time. So, these people, they don't even have dreams. Let's just put it like this. If you are a 30 or 40 something year old person that is doing the stuff that y'all are doing, it is simply because you are jealous. Period. This is not a debate. And the reason why you're jealous is because you don't have what they have. Okay. No, I see you, Jackie. You see how when they have not when a person don't have an intelligent statement, you see how they have to start insulting people. So now this person is went into bird box, so they're started to bird box. You see how, but see, guys, the point of my whole thing that I'm making to you guys is that you got to stop thinking that just because you're black or just because you're single or just because you're short or just because you're tall or just whatever it is, people like this, they want to work at it, and they really honestly thought that that was going to work. I can promise you that they lost their mind. They began to make plans to try to tear me down in some kind of way as soon as they saw me that I had moved into my house. Then when I made that video standing by the lake, they really lost their minds. So these people have a serious problem with seeing people get ahead in life because they have went nowhere. Do you think that I'm going to be in anybody's chat room talking about when they were 25 years old or back when they was you was in an abusive relationship, huh? You wasn't nothing back then. Look at you now. Now you're trying to do something with yourself. I would never do that. You know why? Because I have something to gain. A person that is a loser, this is what you do. No, Dre Drizzle, you've said nothing intelligent. Nobody that is watching this, except for the people with your same logic, nobody that's watching this thinks that you're intelligent at all. And they don't respect you. The person that they respect is me. You keep coming over to my channel because you don't have anybody worthwhile over there on your own. See, the people that watch my channel, they have money, they have families, and they have something to lose. You don't. You don't have anything. Hold on, y'all. Hey, making videos with people's names in the title, using making videos and talking about somebody all day every day, that is considered to be stalking, and that's what you people have done. So I don't know what the fuck. I think that what they're trying to do is I think that probably what it is that they're in the embarrassment and the denial stage of this process. Nobody's going to respect you until you admit that you stalked me, and until you admit why. Otherwise, everything that you say just falls on dead ears. You have no case. If we were in a courtroom, you would have been done lost by now. If and there's been many judges and a lot of different people watching, including clients, and they chose me. So what's the problem? I don't bring up the past. What have I brought up in the past? Well, technically, so y'all see this person, you see the logic. It's not in the past that you're still stalking me. You're still currently stalking me. Currently, you're still stalking and harassing me. This is a fact. You're doing it right now. You did it earlier. I wasn't even talking about you. I was talking about patriarchal men in general, and you were in the chat room stalking me. Like, you can't do shit in front of everybody and expect for people to take you on your own delusional view about it. This is not a delusion. We can all see you. Everybody that is here, a lot of the people that are here watching, they have been watching you throughout the years. Nobody has made any mistake of that. What you have been hoping is that every year, you have been hoping every single year that people would lose the story. You've been hoping that you could be able to rewrite it, but the truth is the truth, and you're still doing the same thing. Earlier, when you were stalking me in my chat room, talking about you, bringing up people's names that are irrelevant. That's when, hey, hold on, y'all. Hey, no, I don't have you confused with someone else. I'm speaking specifically to the energy that you bring in here. You came from over there with them ignorant people. Hold on, y'all. Somebody had messaged me. I ain't said shit about you. You're irrelevant. Wasn't nobody talking about you earlier. You just take offense to it. We were talking about the demon of patriarchy. Was I not encouraging you ladies to go out there and get yours regardless to the oppressive men in your life? That's what I was talking about earlier. And you came in the chat room earlier. You were over here thumbs and down from your many troll accounts. You do it all the time. And for some reason, you thought that what you did was going to work on the general public. Let's just admit that you were able to get over only on people that were not very intelligent. A lot of the people that watch me, they are just as intelligent as I am. So that's what you weren't banking on. So you thought, well, I'm going to make troll accounts and go thumbs down her videos and this is going to work, but it doesn't work. You just end up in the same place. And this whole psychic vampirism thing that you're doing, honey, it doesn't work because you still don't have anything. Can you explain to me why you're claiming to be a psychic vampire when you're not taking anything from anybody? A psychic vampire is somebody that takes somebody's energy, right? You haven't been able to get an ounce of my energy in years, but you've been trying, right? So the question is that when are you going to figure out that the whole psychic vampirism, backbiting, feeding off of people's the stuff that literally what you do is because when you think about it, you're feeding off of people's past and you bring it up and you say, oh, you ain't nothing. You ain't proving nothing about me because so and so and so. But I am proving something about you because you still don't have nothing 5 or 6 years later and you're supposed to be vampiring off of somebody, but you never actually do that. You've been trolling my chat room all day and hovering over the chat room, Dre Drizzle. Y'all and the Bum Brigade, we know it. Dre Drizzle, you've been around, all of you trolls that have been around, y'all have been around for years. Yeah, I remember seeing your account 5 years ago. You were saying the same dumb shit and nobody listened to you then and they still don't. You've been saying the same thing for 5 years and you've went nowhere in life. In fact, you've went down. I've went up and you've went down. So and I'm not doing that to you on purpose. This is what you're doing to yourself. I swear to God, let me tell y'all something. I'm having the time of my life. I am living my dreams right now. Like, you brought up dreams earlier. You said, oh, you're dreaming about a vacation home. No, these are things I'm going to make a reality. But in order for you to manifest those things, don't you have to dream first? Don't you have to actually want those things? I mean, you're a person that doesn't even want for anything. So why are we even having this conversation? We're not compatible. This is exactly what I told this one person. We're just not compatible. Get over it. Well, you're ugly. Okay. Anybody that you're not compatible with that has more than you is ugly. That's not an intelligent response to what we're saying to you. And again, you still don't have anything to speak of. I'm just telling you the truth. Most of the people that started watching me 5 years ago, I had a client last year, Rochelle, you still in the chat? One of my clients moved around Christmas time last year. They moved into their house around the holidays. It was somebody that I had helped. Why is it that my clients are getting houses? Why is it that the people that I associate with are getting things, even sometimes before I do? Why is that? But why is it that everybody that you mess with goes down? That was you, wasn't it, Rochelle? Yeah, you had gotten your new place last year. I was still at the hotel. I was happy for that. I think I had done work for you last year. Why is the work that I do helping people? And why are the people that are my friends, why do my friends have something but yours don't? You're very welcome. You're very welcome. We need to catch up too, Rochelle. We need to catch up. I need to get an update from you. So text me. And then also write me a review. Any of my clients out there, send me a review because I'll start posting them. Because they work for it. Hard work pays off. That's no, you that's a baby boomer statement. But what makes you think I don't work? Do any of my clients think that I don't work? See, Dre Drizzle, you can say that because look, because they work for it. So if you don't, these people are trying to convince you that them having a job is better than me who has my own business. So this is another ignorant statement that you made. I am all for people with jobs. I respect people with jobs. I love people with jobs. I always tip my drivers. I tip when I order my Instacart, them people get at least a $10, $20 tip from me. I am very appreciative of people that work all jobs. You're the one that doesn't. So hard work and not getting paid nothing, my clients get paid what they're worth. I have a lot of clients that are business owners, nurses, police officers. I've had a doctor as a client. I have all different. I've had sex workers as clients, and they have money. So why are you working hard but it's not paying off for you, Dre Drizzle? What's going on? Yeah, but you got to understand that and see, Dre Drizzle, you hear what they're saying? You see how this person doesn't belong over here? I'm going to let y'all marinate on what this ignorant person says. If the house was handed to her without putting in any work, I would be impressed then. Work is work, whether you work for someone or yourself, you are still working. I want y'all to actually think about what this person is arguing, like the statements that they're making. Why are you here? I don't encourage my clients to work hard. Who the fuck are you talking to? See, you're trying to bring your philosophies over to my channel. How many of my clients have I told that you got to work hard? Rochelle, did I tell you that you had to work hard? Have I ever told any of y'all to work hard? I told y'all to work smart. I didn't tell you to work hard. So my clients that have jobs, they come to me because they're interested in starting their own business and they want spiritual backing. See, I can't explain to you what I do for my clients because it's never been done for you. You are not a client. Dre Drizzle is not a client. None of these people that talk shit about me have ever purchased my services except for the homeless one, that homeless one. And I told her the truth. And literally, you can go look at her channel and you can see that I'm the truth. Dre Drizzle, you're a person that works, but you ain't got nowhere. Can you figure that out? Can you figure out why you think that work should be hard and it should be hard work, but you yourself haven't gotten anywhere? That was something that our parents said. You got to work hard and get less. That's what it sounds like. That's what it feels like to me. That's what your energy is putting off. So Rochelle didn't have to work hard necessarily. She put in her part. But why is it that getting a house and getting other things, why is this something that you consider to be hard? Why is it so hard for you, but it's easier for other people? Maybe it's because you're putting down people. I called you a dreamer and now you accept it. Huh? See, you don't belong over here. That's the problem. You don't get it. My people are manifesting more than you, but yet you're arguing my philosophies. And you're in my chat room arguing with people, saying things that none of us agree with. I can honestly tell you that probably those 16 thumbs down all came from your accounts. Maybe just one was organic. Everybody else over here agrees with what I'm saying. No, nobody's oblivious to anything. You're the one that's in the wrong place. You're the one that doesn't belong here, obviously, because you just don't get it, do you? I'm not going to take the time to explain that to you, but I'll give you a Cliff Notes version, okay? I get paid to meditate and fight spiritual battles for people because I'm a medium. The reason why my clients win is because I know how to access the etheric realm. When I'm able to access that etheric realm, I am able to unblock and unlock the potential that's blocked in you, because it's obviously blocked in you right now. You are blocked. Hard work has never paid off. Never. Dedication and determination. Hard work, we don't know what the hell you're talking about. Okay. Yeah, sometimes things can be hard. I have people that are attorneys. They're actually attorneys, and sometimes dealing with their jobs can be hard. But that's why they come to me, because where they have hard times, I help them heal from that, and then they can go ahead and be happy and grateful and appreciative to what they have. You have a job that doesn't pay you enough, so that's why you're here right now, confused. You're probably stressed out on that job. It's probably people disrespecting you. Hey, I've been there, done that. But your philosophies, we don't share those philosophies over here. So we don't understand what you're talking about. And you say that we're oblivious, but you're obviously in the wrong place, because you tried to, we've heard everything that you've said. So the reason why you feel the need to come around here and try to lower people's vibrations is because you know that we're all living in peace, happiness, and joy, and you're not. Now this person gets paid to take a nap, but you still don't get paid enough. This person said, I get paid to take a nap and have people think I'm doing something for them, when it is just life giving them what they earned. Hun, I'm sorry. You know what? I get paid to meditate, but I have to actually get up and physically move around. My job requires for me to be able to lift up to 20 pounds sometimes, because I'm constantly getting packages in mail, constantly having to bring stuff into inventory. Sometimes when I do rituals for people, I can get attacked by a spirit. It can run through me. I'll have to sleep. I'll have to take baths. So we all do what we do for a living. The point is that you're the one that doesn't respect me for what I do. And you think that because you have a job that you don't get paid enough for, that's why you watch my money and you act as if I should feel bad because I make good money doing what I'm doing. That is the energy that you bring in. It's not welcome on this channel. Everybody that I deal with, it is okay for them to move forward and be prosperous in life. Nobody is being judged for that. And we for damn sure are not going to go onto our channels and pretend that they're not manifesting. We don't have to do that to you. This is what you're not grasping. You said the word oblivious. What does oblivious mean? Oblivious means ignorant to something, ignorant to a fact. So I know what oblivious means, okay? I don't even have to look it up. We all know what that word means, okay? My IQ is actually higher than yours. Is that something that you're not understanding? You would have to have a IQ that is something. Look, in order for you to be a witch, you have to be intelligent. Mhm. You know, you can sit up there and say, "Oh, absolutely my IQ is higher than yours." Trust me. Trust me. Trust me, it is. Your idea of having a high IQ is being able to go and be sneaky and talk about somebody behind their back, but you're not doing anything. What good is your IQ doing when you're still broke? Uh-huh. Again, all of these laughy faces, all of these smiley faces, this stupid shit that you're doing, what does it mean to any of us? You first of all, you've been in the chat room talking gibberish. Let's remind you. Let's go up. Oh shit, I can't go all the way up. Let's remind you, Dre Drizzle, that from the time you came in here, you literally were talking um gibberish when you first came into the chat room. You're only pretending to be intelligent, but you're not. And then also, just judging by your general conversation, you're very socially awkward. A lot of y'all, the reason why these people do a lot of the stuff that they do in social media, the jibber jabber that you were talking about, things that are not relevant. You've been talking gibberish the whole time. Nobody even understands what the fuck you're talking about when you start to talk about people and you start to say these same things on your channel. We still don't know what the fuck you're talking about because you're not talking about anything that anybody that's in my camp wants to hear about. So in reality, we don't even laugh at you because you are seriously somebody that is lacking in every way. This is something that all of us know right now as we look at you. We don't think that you're somebody else that's trolling. We know exactly who and what you are and why you are here, because you are a hater, because you are a backbiter and a clout chaser. You need to know that even when you live doing your shows, honey, nobody is making any mistake of that. So who's laughing at you? You keep saying something is funny, but it's not going to be funny when you're getting thrown out of your house, because what you're doing no longer works. What you were doing in 2017 no longer works for you. So now what are you going to do? Because you can't listen. You realize that you're in my chat room biting the hand that fed you for years. A lot of you people that talk shit about Jamila in social media, I paid y'all bills for years. Just my name alone paid your bills. Now it's time for you to bow down. It's time for you to bow down. Time for you to walk away with your tail between your legs. And definitely whoever that is that keeps trying to send me this weak ass magic, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have a lot more issues than just people running their mouth. You got people that's actually trying to send shit to me, trying to block me in every way, but the proof is in the pudding. You're not able to. But what I want you to get to see is that what I want you to realize is that every time you try to block me, you block you. Every time. I have seen y'all, I can see y'all rituals. Y'all try to block me to fuck with my money all the time because y'all know I have it and y'all know that I make money. And some of these people, what they'll do is they will, try to cut rate me, try to undercut me. I had a woman just recently do that to me. Just recently tried to do that to me. So I can see everything you doing, and I will burn your ass. Okay. You listen, I want it to be understood that nobody can fuck with anybody unless you're fucking with somebody. And you, a person that fucks with people every single day, the only person that has to deal with that negative shit that you're talking is you. Now, the reason why I can say that is because I've done the work. So, being that I've done the work required to destroy you and all of your dark energy, and you know what, y'all got to understand that these people got hundreds of people gathered up, hundreds of people that don't have much. They didn't have much. Now it's been reduced. They literally have 5 people communicating in their chat rooms because this is how they make their money. They say that they've got the gift of gab, that they can hate on people, they can make other people look bad, but they're still not making any money. I'm burning candles on anybody that comes. Hold on, y'all. I'm burning candles on anybody that does that. But it's not necessarily personal. All my enemies, you get thrown into the same ball. I don't put people in separate categories. I handle you all the same. In fact, a lot of you guys, I don't even put your name. A lot of y'all, we don't even have your name. We just fuck you up by putting all my enemies and keep it moving. And we don't have to lie on you. We don't have to call people on you. We don't have to do any of those things. So what you've done is you have done nothing but proved throughout the years that I'm a better person than you, And the proof is in the pudding because you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. The reason why I have what I have is because my spirits rewarded me. That's why I know how to work with the elements. I know how to get what I need for my family. Why is that a consistent problem for you? And if it has anything to do with witchcraft, like for example, you're sitting up here thinking, oh, well, first of all, I've got the the witches that are supposed to be working as witches, we're putting them out there. Okay. I am the demon you sent to torment Dre Drizzle 2 years ago. We are best friends now. Yeah, well, you know what? I'm sorry, but what I'm sensing is that the reason why y'all always hate on my money is because you don't have no money. And I don't kick it with people like you. You got to be bringing something in. You got to have something. If you're somebody that doesn't have much, then you could at least, at the very least, stop bothering people. So that's the problem altogether. Like, I don't choose to be around people like that. I don't. If I were around those people, I wouldn't have had the success that I have. It has a lot to do with money because you guys are always focused on people's money. Isn't that what I was talking about earlier? I was talking about the fact that y'all are pocket watching my Etsy. And the reason why I'm reminding you of that is because you still don't have anything. And I'm disturbed by people like that. Like I said, I'm surrounded by people that are doing something with their lives. Now, somebody came in here talking about my sons and they got blocked immediately because the adults, the responsible adults that I deal with, they wouldn't do anything what you did. And I don't hang with people like you, but you people trying to claim me. It's been people doing the dumbest stuff, embarrassing themselves, trying to claim me. I don't know you, honey. I never did know you. Uh, I had somebody that it's obvious that she's broke. She proved that she was broken. She proved that she didn't have much to look forward to. She proved that she couldn't obtain anything. Everything that she did proved this fact. And she is still trolling and stalking my channel to this day. She's still doing it. This is the same person that was lame enough to lie about knowing me. Come on, y'all. Like, I'm sorry. Like I said, if it was my child doing some shit like that, I wouldn't even want them to claim me. I would never, ever, ever, ever allow any of my children to be so pathetic that they have to clout chase to the capacity that they have to claim to know that person and they create lies and memories. That's what you people did. Remember when we went to school together? Remember? You don't remember any of that? That's how pathetic you are. So I'm sorry, literally you are lucky that I even took the time to talk to you. You need some help. You've been needing some help. And you've been doing it out in front of everybody. I would never do that unless it was a man. If it was a man that I love, I'd throw myself at his feet. But you doing that for a woman. You actually, like, and I don't think anybody would do that. I don't know anybody that does that except for one person. I have never met anybody in my life. And I guess you have to, you know what I'm saying? But that's the kind of pathetic stuff. And then they'll start talking about pride and self-respect. Honey, you can't ever talk about pride and self-respect. Not ever. Not over here. You may be able to go and create a channel and kind of stop talking about it, But what you've done over here with me is prove that you don't have any pride or self-respect. So, my argument is set in stone. This is something, this ain't even up for debate. Nobody is debating this. And I don't have to beg these people to give me their money to do their spells for them either. It ain't no struggle. I don't have to convince nobody to buy from me. You have to go and try to convince people to not buy from me. Why? Because I am the shit. Period. You're clout chasing right now. You're looking for some kind of weird narcissistic supply. Isn't your platform enough? Hey, why don't you do this? Why don't you build a platform? One of which you don't ever talk about Jamila and see how things work out for you. I can imagine that when you start to do that, look at how wonderful things are. Because I don't need you to talk about me at all. You need me to talk about you. And we proved that today. Oh, you care. You care about who buys from me. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You oh honey. That we not see now you trying to really get into the conversation. You care. That's why you're always checking my Etsy every single day. And see, you're afraid to stop watching it because if you go away for about a year and go back, those numbers are going to quadruple, whether you watching them or not. Whether you are watching my Etsy page or not doesn't make a difference in the sales that I get on that page. Y'all, I gotta go. It's been fun. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had some free time today. I think that we needed to do some spoken word today, and that's what we did. We made our point. We shouldn't have to go over this over and over again. The reason why they go down the same road over and over again with Jamila is because they believe at the end of that fucking road is going to be different. But at the end of the road, the only thing that I'm going to do is make you look stupid. This is for all my haters. So eventually you're going to realize that talking shit about me should not be your only source of self-esteem. That's the only source of self. And people recognize that and they think that that is pathetic. No, you didn't have no fun. This person, I can guarantee y'all that this person is getting ready to get off of here and cry. You did not have fun. You didn't. You know you didn't. You came over here, you tried to challenge me in a chat room, and you lost again. If you can't beat me in other ways, you'll say, I'm going to go to the chat room. It just, and what needs to happen is for you not to do this again. No, we don't have to do this again because you're a person that I want nothing to do with. I don't want anything to do with that you're talking about. Being stuck in a time capsule, never progressing, living in a dilapidated apartment. I don't want to discuss that with you anymore. Cool, cool. I don't want so we're not gonna have this conversation again because it's a moot point that we're making. Everybody dreams about what they want. It's all about bringing your dreams into reality. So maybe you need to start dreaming some more. Thumbs up if you think that having dreams is important. How many of y'all want dreams? How many of y'all want aspirations in life? What's wrong with being a dreamer? It was, I mean, was that supposed to be an insult? I'm constantly in a lucid dream state. I'm in a lucid dream state right now. But here's what I want to say. I believe that you learned something today. I believe you learned something from me today. I think that today you actually, no, I love being a dreamer. If people had no dreams, we wouldn't even be here. That your dreams are your consciousness. I'm very conscious and I do have a soul. So I never denied being a dreamer. But I did say that all of my dreams come into reality. That's what I argue with you about. You did. You learned that maybe you need to do better. And if you haven't learned anything, then I think that probably you got a curse on you. If you didn't understand anything that I said to you tonight, hopefully your children understood. Why your kids understand it. Why is it that the because you said I couldn't comprehend, but why do your kids agree with me? Even the people younger than you agree with me. Everybody agrees with what I'm saying. There's nothing I've said nothing wrong today. Everything I spoke was the truth. And you've been arguing all of my points. And yeah, I don't want to sit and argue. What is the debate? I'm not going to sit around and debate with you for what? You're nobody. Your children respect everything that I'm saying and they're listening to the divine mommy, trust me. And they going to do better in life because of Jamila. Thank God that I'm around for your children. Thank God, because otherwise they will have no hope. Your kids are supposed to dream. They're not supposed to just be a robot or a slave working a slave job. They are supposed to go and follow their dreams. Okay. So I am very happy with the message that I've sent out to the world today. I can go and I can lay down and I can go to sleep and I can enjoy me a nice cup of coffee, which is what I'm about to have, some coffee and some cake. I can sit here, I can enjoy my high speed internet. I can watch whatever goddamn movie that I want. I can chill and I can relax and I can feel good about myself because I said something correct all day. And people's lives are going to be better because of what I say. Do you think that anybody's life is going to be better because of what you said? No, it's not. All you do is try to discourage people from following their dreams. There's nothing wrong with having dreams in life. I want us to dream. I want us to think about, our wildest dreams and make them come true. That is the way that it should be. Somebody butt hurt. Well, people hear my kids speak all the time. Wow. So the butt hurt is real. Did y'all see that? This person, my conversation is so strong for this person that they had to go way back to when Jacob was a toddler. I'm sorry, to when Jacob was a baby. See how they keep reverting back to a baby? Well, Jacob couldn't talk as a baby, but he's 7 years old now. I don't think that Jacob is just making sounds. He's in there playing right now. He's in there playing, going, "Ah," but Jacob talks all the time. Oh man, this person is mad. You're not gonna see how we you just got reminded. All my kids are very smart and they're gonna make it better than you. All my kids are rich. My kids are gonna be richer than me. Hmm. He was 7 and he couldn't talk. Mm, mm. Hun, hey, let me tell you something. You're gonna realize that life will get better for you as soon as you stop worrying about me. And with that said, I will see y'all later. Love and light to all of y'all. We can see who's not going to be having a good night tonight. Oh, this person is angry. Have a nice angry night. I'll see y'all later. Love and light, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye bye.